Not one bit. Nope.
You could actually milk it directly into there and show me, and I'd still eat it. You know, like just saying. That's how I roll. New setup.
I know what I like.
It is a setup to accommodate 5.
Yep.
Technically, yes.
Technically, yes. The angles aren't quite as good, but we do catch all of our beautiful faces on.
Yes.
Indeed. Well, the lesson we figured out for this was we need a 3-camera setup for when we start doing the YouTube RPG stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's why you do one-shot stuff. I know these problems.
I never did show you those pictures of the setup that we saw during Gen Con, though, that had a very good makeshift one that I think would work for a third camera.
Should totally get those to me at some point.
Yeah. See if I can find them now.
Well, good news. Tribbles has redeemed an exercise and given us a reprieve we are safe from.
Woo!
Thank you for
That's
that.
Classy.
Yeah. Thanks, Drib.
Wait, where's the camera? Which one? It's me.
I mean, I'm looking at that one. I think you're looking at that one.
Yeah,
That
you're looking
one.
at that one over there.
Classy! There you go.
Yeah, it is much harder as opposed to having like one camera right there where you just know.
Right.
Oh yeah, I mean, the way we've had it set up, we had one on each side. So,
Oh,
You just
this
have to-
way I probably can't blow out the mics either.
well, you couldn't before anyway.
Oh, no, I
We've done work. Well, no, I've done work since that.
He had Ben test them.
Yeah.
Challenge accepted.
If Ben failed to blow them out, I'm confident you'll be fine.
I can do this. I can do this.
I believe in you.
Thank you. See? He knows what it's about.
I'm 50-50, but I encourage you with the other.
To be clear, I don't believe that you can overcome the settings that he's found. I believe that you being here is enough to spontaneously revert the settings and allow them to be blown out.
Oh,
Just by your
technical
presence.
wonkery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the Gremlins.
Yeah. Okay, I can accept that.
I know that. Steve would be nice if he wasn't such a bastard.
They're all bastards. That's how gremlins work. Hiya,
Gremlins.
Gremlins.
Hey!
Hello.
By the way, I was about to message you and be like, "Hey!" And I saw like that was half an hour ago. Damn it!
What did we learn?
Nothing and liked it.
My bed at least was on me. I was also right.
But you also messaged.
And you were here.
He did message. My phone did not.
There's nothing I can do about that.
Notify me.
Drive home, cook dinner for my family, eat it very quickly. By the time I'm done with that, it's like 6:15.
Have you considered finding Father Time and strangling him to gain his power? Highly suggested.
No.
Very good.
Would not be a bad route.
Welcome in, Death Side.
Hello.
Side.
You can do what my parents did and
Have I
just
tweaked mics since we had
not
the
go
bacon
home
down?
and leave them into the wild.
No, I
We're
have
looking
not
at that
tweaked them,
possibility.
but they
Let
have
me
not
just come
moved
straight
either
here.
because we had to kind of finagle with 2 cameras where we really need 3.
I mean, at some point they got learn life skills.
It's true.
And you were clearly a better parent than I was.
So we're doing the best we can
You gave
with
me
this one. Does it sound reasonable?
I'm not giving you a high bar.
I was gonna say I gave him up to age 9. That should work.
Yeah.
Here we go. Pictures from Braden.
If you wanted to argue with that, that's such a. I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm just saying.
Yeah, this may be a case where those of you on the ends of the table may have to be a little louder just because the mics are not pointed at you.
I can be louder.
You're doing great, sweetie.
You're doing great.
There, Braden. I sent you a picture of said setup that we saw.
Thank you. We'll take time to look at that.
Pictures I sent you from the Ren Fair.
Uh-huh.
They're in Cedar Rapids.
Okay.
I was talking to them more, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're based in Cedar Rapids." I'm like, "Oh cool. I streamed there and went to college there." Like, her husband.
people.
Yeah, well, her husband was at Co and missed by a few years, but it's kind of one of those like, holy shit, small world.
Well, as it happens, it appears we have had a Shane fact redeemed, and it is requested from the man himself.
Wonderful.
Oh, well, that's fair. You know those barbershop poles which have the nice fun pinstripes?
Uh-huh.
I know
Those are
this guy.
represented by bloody bandages because barbers used to be medical people and surgeons.
The dentists, yeah. Everything that you needed, and they put them out there to dry.
So the red is blood.
Yeah.
Barbers, shame fact.
It's true.
Sweetie Todd's fairly accurate then.
Yes. In fairness, the last book I read about cannibals, white people apparently are like the chicken of humans. So I could believe that, you know, like a white person beef pie would actually taste pretty good. If you have a good chicken pot pie recipe, you should just be able to switch them out.
Good
Yeah,
to
for
know.
that.
We are the other white meat.
You know, if you are a fan of long. There's a reference for you.
I mean, I would. I'm not gonna lie. Like in an apocalyptic environment, I'd be one of the first people to convert. I'd probably advocate for cannibals. Like, just like this guy. Look at this guy. He is a useless waste of space. But look at those ham hocks. Like, look at it. You know, like,
I always saw the apocalypse scenario. You had to separate the, well, they died, so we didn't want it to go to waste, versus the hunting and killing for cannibalism. It was, in an apocalyptic situation, you could have the two camps.
it's true. And
I do think there's a moral gray area somewhere in there.
yeah, like going to die but still fresh.
Like, if we're in a plane crash and I'm dead, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
two of you freeze to death because you idiots didn't cook my body, you're morons. I would tell you that.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, if I'm already dead, eat me.
The soul's
I will
gone.
take
It's a
that- I'll
corpse.
take that into account. Does that only apply in survival situations, or can I also eat you just when you die?
You're not like
I'd be okay with that.
I'm sorry. He's not gonna taste good.
I mean, he's gonna be tough and
I
straight.
might. It could
Do
be.
you know
extra
how much bacon that man is?
like, oh my god, they're bringing it in by the chafing dish full at work.
He probably won't. Yeah, he probably won't even decompose because he'll have so much salt on the skin.
It's so good. I'm off the bacon wagon. Like, hard. They had sausage today, and they waited for everybody to go through, and then it hit 11 o'clock.
Oh, it's
and I wanted
Thursday.
it out there,
Yeah, it's Thursday, so Sarah came in. Yep.
and I ate the rest of the sausage. Like, I just went to the chafing dish and just started putting things on my plate. Just looking around. There's nobody else coming. You know, and I just walked away and started eating sausages.
Right.
Lots of them with nothing but eggs and
Your doctor's gonna hate you after you undo all the progress at your next physical.
probably.
The salt numbers are gonna be
But
back
I'll
to
just
the
explain
room.
that it's like it's free bacon. Like it wasn't like before I was paying money for bacon
As
and I cut that out, but now it's free. And I'm drooling again.
I'm pretty sure his doctor will just hand him a monument brochure.
I know. As I was trying to get you there for months, I explained that this benefit was well beyond how I could describe it.
I do.
And you don't have to
gaining
pay
weight,
for
though.
it.
I'm gonna have to exercise. To God's honest truth, when I go to work from home, that's the only thing that's gonna keep me from like just gaining all the weight. Is I'll be home 3 days a week, and I won't be able to do that.
That does sound.
Unless you
better
choose
for
to
your
go to work.
I mean,
That would
the
upset
good news for you is that you do get a gym membership through your job.
For free.
Tax you on that.
Oh, look,
Dios
fucking
mio.
I mean, I'd rather work out at home.
But you
Honestly,
Do you?
I mean, I could.
That was not the answer we were looking for.
So the answer is no.
Yeah.
I have equipment.
Resting in the corner.
Yeah, no, I use it as a weight to, you know, things down. And then I have jump ropes and stuff that I tie stuff up with.
Are you sure that you have them, or have they disappeared?
No,
into-
I have them. I know where they're at.
Okay.
Yeah, like they're close by, so I can trip them over them every once in a while, or just look at them and go, "I remember you," you know. And
I
just,
see. Like the reminder that fitness is an option that you are actively choosing not to take.
that's the one. Thank you. He gets it.
So you're getting like a $600 gym membership for $50 a year. and you're complaining.
Yeah.
Alright, just making sure you understand what the numbers.
Would you like to also complain about how your $100 bills are folded while you're at it?
I mean,
Just asking.
They usually increase much.
they should.
I know, right?
They should be ironed. It's true.
The audacity of this man.
Well, I'm an ass. I can't help it.
I mean, in fairness, I am a
No,
really
you can.
I am a
Choose
good
not to.
combination of muscle and fat, Mark.
Exactly. I'm just,
Stringy and salty.
trying to keep things going for the cannibal crowd, right? Like, it's gonna be a party when I go.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I would probably be pretty tough.
Right.
I did a lot of.
Just giving you
I'd be really tough.
what? The ribs?
No, the meat.
No, the butt is apparently where you're supposed to start. Like that's.
Well,
the
I'm
temper.
saying like all of me will be tough because I've
Oh,
got
you?
manual
Yeah,
labor
you're gonna
and
take some tenderized and a lot of spices. I don't think you're.
You'd be good in a curry.
If I was gonna,
You're flank steak.
Wow. Damn, pardon me, I gotta go to Iowa City. I know they got a good burn unit. Jesus.
if I was gonna eat one of you, it would probably.
Hey, Oxy.
I think we can all agree that Shane would be the most delicious.
Right.
Oh god.
And I'd be dead because if you all started looking at me like I had a plane crash, I would laugh and dare you to come at me.
Yeah, no, first person who takes a bite while you're still alive get their shit wrecked.
And then they would be the person who would then be a meal for everyone else.
Oh god.
I thought in this scenario you were already dead.
Well, yeah.
What if I started eating you because I thought you were dead, but you were alive?
You would find out your error very quickly.
I mean, I think that's a pound of flesh for 2 pounds of flesh sort of situation.
No, my family's motto is 3 to 1.
Fair enough. I can respect that.
The only way to learn.
Oh, it's a Chronos.
It's also how you can.
Also,
it's also how you can be
And
equal
a-
through generations and still have people.
And a
leave
death
you alone.
side and a triples.
I already said hi to them.
You speak the cost too high. Meow.
Well, that was a way to open.
Does seem like we got some people watching now, so I think we should probably get moving.
Probably should. So,
Common with cannibalism, make up stay for tabletop roleplay.
I mean,
Which might have cannibals.
I came back.
May or
so
may not.
The conversation was inevitably going to go in this direction.
And welcome.
Good to be back. Yeah. Exactly. So I trust you all to have your character names because you're playing yourself, and I cannot help you at all if you cannot get that detail.
Can I play Bill?
Do you really want to downgrade like that?
I don't know. I kind of feel like it's a lateral move.
Maybe. No, I'll take it.
You become less lanky.
True.
You gotta bring that back. You got to go T-Rex arms. Okay, so everyone, what was the one stat you wanted +1 to that reflects who you think you are in real life?
We talking standard D&D?
I mean, yeah,
Stats?
intelligence, strength. You can say MacGyvering if you can give me an argument.
I have to choose one?
I gave like 2 pieces of homework, which is to roll dice and come up with this.
Oh,
I missed it.
I
In
missed
my
the second-
defense, I
I
didn't
missed
see
the
this.
second half of that. So I rolled the dice. You saw
Did
me.
Nate do it?
I got it out there.
Yes, obviously.
What's
Nate,
it?
would you like
It's in the book.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got a bunch of options. I'll let you know in a minute.
So he at least tried to do the homework. He was just paralyzed by indecision.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I assume you're going with intelligence.
I didn't know we had it.
Yeah, I think that's probably.
Yeah, I can't argue with you on that one. So go ahead and put down +1 for intelligence.
I was torn between that and wisdom, but I think intelligence is probably better.
I was gonna go with wisdom.
You? Absolutely not.
Yeah, I may have to veto that.
It's probably charisma.
There you go.
You do make a good heal. That's what I call that conversation you were having with Kurt. That was good.
Which one?
The one about the meeples and being persona and all that.
Oh yes.
Yep.
I am.
I'm doing okay. I think we're all doing okay.
Yeah.
It is. I'm settling into a schedule at home, or a routine at home finally.
I am on temp disability, but it was badly needed, and my company is super supportive, so that was great.
I don't see the second part of your instructions in there.
It was before the dice rolling part. I asked everyone to come up with a stat that reflects their own life. I love the fact that you were.
I'm looking right at it and I still don't see it.
Well, you're old.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It doesn't change anything.
Go ahead, keep picking up by the GM. See how that works out for you, buddy.
I don't know. I think this is great.
In the system where the GM gets to change the dice rolls.
I'll go with charisma.
Okay.
You got a preference?
No, well, not really. No.
Constitution. You are healthy.
Oh yeah, my. I mean, that is a good one.
Yeah, I'd accept that.
I mean, I think sticking with if everybody's going with D&D, I think that's probably the way to go.
I'll take a +1 to Constitution if you're okay with it.
Okay, put down the card.
Hard to kill. Oh, I'm supposed to write that.
I think
No, I gave you the card. I gave you the blank cards just to stare at them and twiddle your thumbs.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to use your intelligence to
I'm twiddling.
let them know that what
No, no.
sarcasm is?
No.
He has to learn.
He has to learn.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
the only way.
All right, that's fair.
I got a
The
twiddle.
burned hand teaches best.
Yeah. Which one would you like to go with?
Well, I'll snag wisdom.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Can
I
argue.
think that tracks.
It works. Let's see, which one of these do you get now versus screwing with you later?
Da, da, da.
Aha.
The joke's on us. They're all the screw weapons.
Yes, they're all bad. They're all just
No, no. I didn't say they were all bad. I said they were all going to screw with us.
So, kind of brief review on how the dice works, especially since this is kind of odd. I use the dice from the Over the Edge system, which is 2d6. 7 and up is a success. 6 and down is a failure. A lot of it's collaborative, so if you fail, we'll try to figure out how that works. I generally don't want to kill you unless we come up with how it happens together, or it seems reasonable. 3s are always bad. 4s are always good. The Game Master has the right to ask you to re-roll a die. And double 3s are very bad. Double 4s are very good, and those are the only rolls that cannot be re-rolled.
Okay.
So you can conceivably fail a roll, but have something good still happen because it's a 4. Or you can succeed, but something bad still happens because there's a 3 in it. So like if you roll a 6-3 for a 9, but something you succeed, but there's something that doesn't quite work the way you were hoping.
I got you.
Or you roll a classic 5 or 1. It's like, well, you're gonna fail, but we're gonna give you some type of redemption.
There's a silver lining.
Yes.
You don't die. That's the silver.
I mean,
That's all
that does happen often.
That's a fun conversation. What's everyone's +1 stat in chat? I like that.
Ooh.
I would love to
Ooh,
hear
that
that.
sounds like a survey.
Death Scythe has Constitution, which I'll give you, but
Strength for Kronos. Yeah.
Strength for Chronos tracks.
That's he's a
That's
beast.
scaredy for Oxy.
I actually could see that.
Yeah.
You need dexterity to be a good artist.
And Con actually does make pretty good sense for Death Scythe.
Okay.
Well, Con's kind of unusual because I think I've had so many health issues, but in a drinking contest or take this pack and walk for 25 hours straight,
I'm stealthy.
I beat everyone in the room. So
I don't know. Is there bacon on a pole in front of me?
it doesn't matter, buddy. You cannot hike 40, 50 miles in the tank. You got motorcycle injuries. I can hear your
No,
knees
actually,
crack.
Yeah. I am pretty limpy.
Yeah.
Ribs, that makes sense.
I may lay down and die, but I would be. There's 2 ways I would either go. 1, I'd say fuck off, you're crazy, or 2, I would lay down and die before I gave up.
Now I would pat you on the shoulder as I shuffle past John.
That is
And I need you.
hilarious.
Yeah, actually, I know how that goes. I have on multiple occasions walked up behind Braden specifically, realized that I did it in stealth mode, left the room, and come back making more noise so I would scare the shit.
I did that too because I scared the crap out of him coming back from work the other day. And I was even walking by, so he should have seen me twice. And I stepped right in front of him and watched him leap backwards. So he's with my coworker Katie and saying that we need to put a bell around you because you were too stealthy, a motherfucker, for your size. Not fair.
Not gonna lie. Part of the reason why I wear my keys like on my belt,
Is to jangle.
It's a
Yes.
jangle.
it is specifically a tactical thing.
Okay, so that's kind of how voyage works. The crazy one shot. Some of you have been in them, some of you have not. Actually, the more and more I think about it, you might have been the only one in them. Spalker's been in them. PJ, James. I think you've been. in them.
I have.
Yeah. So these are loosely related, ongoing stories that have been going on for 7 years in one shots. Where the basic gist of how it started off was, it turns out that Shane is a chaos god, and he's had enough crap, so he's going to create some of his own, and you're the ones who have to suffer because of it. And so last time, yeah, I think you. So we need to bring you in. So Phil and Nate, you guys are walking in for game, and you hear a commotion coming from the side door. You hear a commotion coming from the basement, and it sounds unusually argumentative. Braden sounds like he is freaking the fuck out in his bar. Callahan is laughing, I assume.
This seems plausible.
Well, straight tracks.
Nobody is upstairs.
I got my spot. I'm gonna hit my spot. Wait for them to sort the shit.
You?
I mean, agreed.
Okay. So, you two, downstairs. So, well, do you remember how we left off?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do.
I do.
So you're both, so he's amused, you're very unhappy.
Yeah.
The Shane in the cage is, putting his tin cup against the side of the cage just because he can tell it's annoying Braden and he thinks it's funny. When you glare at him, he says, "I told you it wasn't me." By the way, Nate's here. So's Phil.
Great. How am I supposed to get out of the basement?
Well, you see there's like an open door and then a room, and then there's like those stairs.
The room is
go-
full of elephant.
I mean, that wasn't my fault, was it? I'm in a cage. And you didn't get me new water yesterday.
You haven't been here a full day yet.
You don't know how long you've been gone.
He did grow an elephant.
No, he didn't grow one. It just showed up.
I mean, Stampy.
Well, we're stuck in the bar and can't go upstairs.
But there's one of those block windows we could knock out, or
I mean, we have the egress window. We could use that.
there you go.
So, hey, Phil. Let's roll.
9 with a 4.
Hey, Jeremy, welcome in.
Identical.
So, you notice that the floor seems to be moving a little bit up and then down, and you hear some pretty severe creaking happening underneath your feet.
Brandon doesn't have soft floors, does he?
I mean, they're carpeted.
You know what I fucking mean.
There is something wrong more than normal with his house.
A touch goes through the middle of the floor underneath the table. You're both out of stabbing distance. It then retracts.
My poor table.
Underneath, it just busted the floor.
Yeah, it's busted
Yeah.
the floor.
I'm not a monster. Well, no.
So the door's over there. I think I'm gonna go out that way, and then I'm gonna call Brady and see what the fuck's going on.
At this point, I might poke my head around the corner and look down the stairs.
Meanwhile,
Like,
I am
by the
putting my
back
shoes
door.
back on as he's doing this.
Okay, yeah, no, you see a giant gray, looks like an elephant butt trying to back out of the bar. The wall isn't taking it well. You vaguely hear Shane say, "It's not my fault, and you haven't changed my water."
Yeah, make the call. I'll slide my flip-flops back on and take a step outside because an elephant ruining the foundation does not sound like a good day to be in a house.
Gotta have a look in there. Wonder how the shit they got an elephant in there. The door down there is not big enough for that.
It is not.
None of
Not
us
even
that
close.
outside.
They're really squishy though.
Also, you're going out for a kill.
Good.
There you go.
I'm gonna step outside with Phil and give Brian a call.
Okay.
And creaky.
Really?
Like your niece.
Apparently you have a cell phone.
Hello?
Hey. Is there a fucking elephant in your basement?
I want to talk about it.
Okay, cool. So there's not a carbon monoxide leak. Good to know. What the fuck is happening?
You hear 4 simultaneous voices that all sound like Shane yelling, "Hey, Nate."
Hi, Shane.
You hear 4 highs come back.
That.
What?
Shades of Paleolithic Chaos God, and there are 4 of him down here.
So
Oh,
far.
I assumed that your phone was just shitty. So you gonna kill him yet? Or do we gotta, like, do some ritual or something?
The fuck, dude? You were the good one.
Right. Ouch.
Well, I have one in a
Deity
cage.
Ascension is fundamentally immoral, you fucker. That being said, it is probably funny. Also, can you get the elephant out of there before it breaks the gaming table?
Hmm.
So you said he's a chaos god and he doesn't know if he can do things?
Welcome to my day.
Cool, today's as good a day as any to break down reality. I'm gonna put you on speakerphone. Hey, Phil. Apparently Shane did the elephant.
What a sentence.
You hear, yeah, you hear 2 shades say phrasing, boom.
I know what I fucking said, you weirdo.
Pretty sure that's illegal in the city.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that having an elephant in the city without some kind of permitting is illegal.
I would assume, but if they're not aware of it, it's not illegal.
It's also just a wild animal. They can't do anything about wild elephants getting into your basement.
They can do something about the person who put them there.
No, they can't. That's why I'm in this predicament.
Do you honestly think the evidence is going to point to Shane? It's your house, man.
You were involved in that.
You do realize that's only strengthening the argument I made.
We're talking about the government here, not like somebody who knows what's going on.
Again, you're only strengthening the argument I literally just made.
So are we gonna
Oh,
do
it
something?
sounds possible
So,
that you're.
so it's stream canceled for today.
I don't know, Shane. Is stream canceled for today?
I don't know, you handle all the tech stuff, you tell me.
Probably.
I'm gonna test
You
the-
could have told us an hour ago.
No, I fucking couldn't have. It's been a day.
You could have told us a day ago.
This wasn't a problem a day ago.
Don't be mad with him being angry, he's still coming off the drug high.
Honestly, I'm just needling him to cope with the fact that there's a fucking elephant and apparently magic is real. So that's a thing.
No, that fucks with you, doesn't it?
Only chaos magic.
Less than you'd think. So, any ideas on how to get the elephant out, or are we just gonna, like, let that be a thing now until it, I guess, dies of dehydration? Breaks your floors.
I'm pretty sure it'll let itself out.
It might, but I'm not sure it's got the leverage down there to actually push itself up fully.
It'll take out a few walls. It'll be fine.
It might.
I mean, the
I
newer
think- I
walls
think
are
it would
getting
bring-
smashed
I think it
up.
would bring
The old
down the house
traditional
before it
ones,
did.
they're holding up pretty well. Good old farmhouse.
Right.
So-
so
Stone foundation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, is there a plan?
No!
Egress window.
Cool.
The egress window is how we're leaving.
Well, we're already outside, so the egress window sounds like a good way to kill.
Yeah, that's
Oh, hey. Grab the beer.
that's also.
Sure, grab the beer. Why not?
There's not enough beer for the elephant though.
I
That's
don't
why
think
we're
that's
taking
a
it.
problem for you.
The 3 chains were in Spider-Man meme pose pointing at each other, simultaneously yell, "Oh shit, we're out," and disappear. Along with the elephant.
No egress window shenanigans.
I mean, you can still
Well,
go.
the good news is the elephant's gone. The bad news is, why did the other Shanes leave?
Hey, Shane from this reality here, still in a cage, still don't have water.
You do too. You're just mad that it isn't apparently fresh enough for you.
I mean, can I have my magic back so I can leave too?
I can give you a beer.
I mean, I'll take that in lieu of.
Just gonna have a look. Go ahead and have a look inside to confirm that the elephant is in fact gone.
It is. Brain's not going to be very happy about the bar setup.
Was that elephant Shane in another reality?
I
Did
don't.
4 Shanes
No.
disappear?
I mean, enough.
Alright.
I mean, infinite reality theory, and enough of them. They're probably
In the reality where everyone is elephants?
Yeah, but the bar is definitely smashed up, and even worse, like the shag carpeting is ripped up. I know Brain said he wasn't going to keep it. I thought that was a design mistake. But the zebra striped sofa still looks good.
I'm gonna step back outside because I don't want to walk down there and get trapped by another spontaneous elephant.
Mm-hmm.
Good news, elephant's gone.
The poop is still here.
I'm not going back in.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Cowards.
I told you to bring the beer.
Now it'll just be easier for you.
I'm gonna leave. I gave you beer. My task here is done. I don't have elephants in my house. I'm going to go where there aren't elephants.
You also just came back from that weird ass island.
Right. Weird ass. Actually, that island is.
Kind of right.
Yeah, but I do need a nap. And bacon. And away we go!
Okay. Roll me 2 dice as you head back to your car. Wonderful. We roll that 5 for me.
But it was good.
That works. Success. You head towards your car.
Times get re-rolled.
Well, I can randomly have you re-roll 1 dice on you.
See.
Hey, I'm nicer than the guy on Loading Ready to Run. He'll have you twice. Yeah. Yeah. It's starting to make sense, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you do get to your car. You go in. I would say the good news is you got there without injury. Bad news is you are kind of fixing the rearview mirror. You're noticing this weird, almost predator-like glittering behind your car, except kind of in like a dome type shape.
Glitter dome. Predatory?
I mean, have you seen the movie Predator? Because if I have to, if I have to ask you if you've seen Predator and explain this, I'm gonna think a lot less of you right now.
Oh, I see.
Cloaked, semi-shimmering.
Well,
Invisibility.
Gives it away.
Invisibility.
It's not chameleon-like.
I'm not going to be able to do anything about that.
You can ram your car into it.
Who would do that?
I don't.
Okay, so if you're turning it or turning the key or trying to go back 1 mile per hour, you're gonna have to help me.
Turning the key.
It does not explode, since that's what you were concerned about.
It was on my list. There are many things I'm concerned about. Does it turn over?
Yes.
Okay. Still shimmering in the back?
Yes.
How big? A dome?
Yeah, like,
Around the whole house?
I mean, as you're kind of looking on the side and kind of catch it, you do see it tends to be shimmering around the property. You probably got 2 to 3 feet between your rear bumper.
Well, I don't want to mess up my car. I only dealt the 1. So I'll just back up a little bit into it.
I mean, you are 100 grand richer since you came back from the outside.
That is true.
Yes.
I can
You
get
did
it
get
in the
paid.
car.
You can.
Or at least a bumper.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give it a little love nudge.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me again.
Yeah,
Love
love,
nudge.
love nudge it.
Always.
Reroll that 6, please.
Beautiful.
Okay. Well,
Less than a 6. Or
That
less
was
than a
6.
it is,
Yep.
but nothing catastrophic. You hear a clink, and you, since you weren't going to it, you just kind of did this thing. You probably have a dent in your bumper. You're not going anywhere.
Okay. How about forward? I can't get out then? Shimmering there too?
Are you asking if you can drive through Braden's house?
Oh, I'm parked the other direction.
Because I will allow
I
it.
was not reversed. I got you.
much you great. Would you like to comment on what you're hearing with the
Look, I know we just got 100 grand and all, but
Plus, the elephant has already done some shit anyway.
yeah, that's already going to be hard enough to explain to my homeowner.
Do you have elephant insurance?
Yeah, because obviously I'm going to tell him an elephant did this.
Well, I'm gonna tell them.
They won't believe you.
They might.
I
I got video.
You do not. That would require you to know how to use your camera.
I can technically do it.
But you didn't, so you got nothing.
Did you follow him outside or you that?
No, I'm on the phone still. That's why I got my phone.
Good to know.
Because I didn't want to leave Shane unsupervised.
Good choice. So,
He can't be trusted.
the bad news.
You say that, but it wasn't me.
Callahan tried to back out. He has a bumper still, so that's good.
Neat. What's the unspoken explanation there?
Give me a sec. Go over to the shimmering field. I assume that I can see it now that, Callahan bumped into it and drew attention.
Yeah, I did the whole kind of ripple effect thing. Like, that's clearly there.
I'm going to take a finger that I don't particularly mind losing, and I will poke it.
Okay. So go ahead and roll for me. 7. Nice. So you just gotta poke it and it shimmers. It's one of those where it feels like it looks like it should only be like an inch deep or so, but you just kind of stop. Like it stops at the first knuckle. If you think about pushing the whole finger through, it just goes all the way. You can edge the knuckles in, but it's almost like it stretches, almost like putty. It's not. You don't feel like you're making any progress pushing.
Yeah, so it's not like going into it, it's just flexing it outwards.
Yeah. Plus, the bumper head in is still there, so you're probably not punching through it. But you didn't lose anything.
Any particular, texture input on that?
Tingly.
Like electric tingle, or like thousands of little tiny pointy things tingle?
For fuck's sake, my arm's asleep after standing up for like an hour.
Got it.
Yeah. Like, not painful, but not pleasant.
Yeah, I'm just gonna describe this thing as a force field.
Just gonna turn and glower at the caged Shane. I suppose that's not your fault too.
Nope, I'm guessing it's the fault of the guy who's coming, which is why the other 3 no doubt. So do you remember when we had that hypothetical conversation the first time we realized I had godly powers?
Vaguely.
Okay, the one where I said, what if, follow me here, and that was the important part, you had to follow me, which I don't feel like, based on being in a cage, we did very well on that.
I feel like I did adequately, and actions have consequences. Continue.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, you're 100,000 richer, and you're still so angry at the guy in the cage.
I'm
That
gonna
makes a lot
spend all of
sense.
it on home repair.
No, you're not, because you can't spend anything in the dome.
That is blatantly incorrect.
No, it's
We
technically
can
correct
throw it
and
up there.
deeply upsetting.
Yes. I'm sure the phone call's working. I'm sure you can order tons of stuff on Amazon. The Amazon guy just can't leave.
Also, the phone call is working because we're both in the force field.
You just
That's not
realized
how
that all of our
phone
dice are big.
Okay, but do you know how force fields work? Because I sure don't.
Not at all.
So anyhow,
Actually, come to think of it, Shane might just be allowing our cell phones to connect like this. Or it might just not be working at all.
Because magic, yeah.
so remember I brought up the hypothetical that what if, as chaotic as I am, like in all the universes you have like the ultimate good Shane, the ultimate bad Shane, and all the ones in the middle. And I said, what if I was the equivalent of Jesus Shane, like the best they get?
That's a fucking
I
lie.
believe that my reaction was this tracks and God help us all. Not necessarily in that order.
Yeah, the trickster one like 3 grades above me, I think is showing up. That's why the others jumped out.
Well, he also brings domes.
So for clarification, are you saying that the multiverse is also real?
Oh
And
yeah,
as far as all realities go, this is the best Shane one.
And he's got a
that's what he's alleged.
This is the most saintly one.
Okay.
This is as good as I get.
So you're Kane the Conqueror if he was a wizard. Got it. That's concerning.
I don't fully get that reference, but okay, sure.
This is what he alleges.
I'm a chaos god. No one believes you. You're always tricking. You know what's funny? When you tell them the truth and they fuck up anyway. You gotta keep them guessing.
This seems like a very easy thing to demonstrate. I mean, fucking elephant, force field, I'm fucking convinced.
Well,
Thank you. I thought that was really good work, says Shane's voice from behind you, outside the cage.
2 out of 10. I refuse to look in that direction.
Those of you who do, he's wearing a shiny jester hat. The Shane in the cage just chicks says, it's not working, dude. It's not. It's just not. I appreciate the effort, but it's not.
So, extra chaos Shane showing up. There a thing that we should do about that? Like maybe fuck off?
Hey, you guys
that
seem-
ship has sailed.
You guys seem stressed. You know what you need? Team building exercise. And he snaps his fingers. Okay, so one thing I think is a good time to revisit, because I think this is relevant when we discussed this in pre-show. 3s are bad, 4s are good. I had these gentlemen roll a bunch of dice prior to the game for various things they don't know about. Out of 40 rolls, there was 1 4. But there were so many fucking 3s.
Sorry, guys.
Too many for me to just let that go.
I got a lot of ones.
You did.
No, I'm pretty sure I was at least half of the 3s.
You had 3, Brayden also had 3.
My first 3 rolls were 3.
Okay, and yeah, and one of you, even though it's only one single d6, managed to roll a 3 for the d6 roll. So, would one of you like to volunteer which of you that was?
It wasn't me. I rolled a 1.
Hi, newbie, how's it going?
Yeah, that's
Hey, replacement. Yeah, yeah. So, cool. Roll your 2d6 for initiative.
Yeah, I didn't do that bad. Although I got no 4s.
That's a 4.
You know what? I'm fine with that.
Figured you would be.
Yeah.
But it's a 4, so that's good.
That's not how this works.
Although
Not
I
at all.
appreciate what you're trying. You blink a little bit, and everything seems hot, noisy, dusty. You kind of blink your eyes a bit, and you seem to be in a dark room. You seem surrounded by piles of coal.
Light a match.
There's some light, but it's kind of a little bit off here. It's not like complete darkness, but you just get the sense of a really hot, kind of dusty place, and it is you hear loud footsteps coming directly towards your way, and someone muttering in a not happy type of voice.
Oh, you're in Kentucky.
Gonna take my phone off the speaker.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Brayden, are you in discount hell right now?
Can I hear him?
I'm sorry, the individual you are currently trying to reach has his hands full. If you would like to try calling back in roughly 45 seconds, we will see if we can reconnect you.
I mean, can you... I don't know if there's an actual Shane on the end of this line. Can you just, like, give him a middle finger in whatever variety and uses you most?
You know what? Roll me the 2d6.
You know he's gonna give him an extra middle finger.
Well, that backfired.
Oh, this is beautiful.
So I think...
First 10 minutes.
Okay, so catastrophic failure.
Yep.
I think the funniest thing to happen now with loud footsteps coming your way is that your phone starts screeching loudly like it's blue screening deaf laptop.
Interesting.
I know that.
Yeet.
So, yep. So, as you...
Hydrate.
Yep. Oh,
I need to
well, actually, I don't mind doing it.
gather water. Way to break the stream.
Yep.
Motherfuckers. We got this.
I'm hydrated.
See, this is why I carry a water bottle. Although I've done terrible about drinking water this week. I'm getting like 2, maybe a third one in.
Yeah.
Usually I'm much better about getting 3 and at least a partial.
Yeah.
and maybe finishing that one off during the middle of the night when you wake up. Because I'm getting old and I wake up pretty much every run cycle.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta pay. It's dumb.
Yeah, as far as water goes, I've got basically. I am very much the opposite end of that spectrum. I drink probably a gallon or two.
I don't drink.
I love the fact that
I drink one.
when I try to give you the opportunity to fuck with someone else, the dice just
I know,
gave me
right?
one. Yeah, like I appreciate that.
It is perfect asshole genie material.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
So your phone's just beeping, but the footsteps are closing in really quickly, and clearly you've been spotted. And you're just kind of gruff, hey, you! What the hell are you doing here? And you see a large burly individual, about 6'6", has kind of the coal dust, has one of the classic hats with just kind of a line on top, and is clearly through with. He is clearly run out of fucks halfway through the day, and you've hit him in the evening.
I'm gonna be honest, I got no idea. If you could tell me how to get out of here, I will be out of your hair as fast as I can, sir.
Okay, roll me 2d6 to dodge the shovel he decided to swing at you.
He's known to murder me, guys.
What's swinging at him?
A shovel.
Well,
Thanks.
It's a failure, but it's got a 4 in there.
Let's re-roll that board, see
Yeah,
what
thank you.
happens. Yeah.
You can make
You
him.
succeeded, there you go.
Make him reroll
I'll take it.
fours.
See, that's the plus side.
He
Yeah,
can make
not
you reroll
doubles.
anything.
Yeah, I can't make you re-roll double 4 or double 3.
Oh, okay.
Good.
So,
Good to know.
but then sometimes that happens where I try to fuck with him more, and he succeeds. So there's the give take.
So yeah, not getting hit by shovel.
Yeah. And so you manage to just kind of go like this, and it occurs to you that, you know, for a guy with burly arms, it's kind of a really short shovel. It really does not really fit. And, you know, it gets stuck in surprisingly what you would have thought. I mean, who knows? You don't really know who you are. So maybe it's a strong pipe, maybe it's meant to be that rusty, but it just cuts into a pipe, and it seems kind of lodged there. And he is cursing, trying to pull out the shovel. Do you want to continue reasoning with him? Do you want to,
I'm going to
Good.
trust that anybody who can put a shovel in a pipe like that and who is willing to is not somebody I want to be around or who I can reason with.
Mhm.
I'm going to. Is this pipe running along a wall?
It's kind of going actually straight up. It's almost like something you might see in a factory.
I see.
Like, you almost kind of expect a cartoonish type valve there, but you don't see one there in particular.
Fair enough. I'm going to pick a direction, book it, and try to get the lay of the land as I'm going.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll me for that. I give you some basic looks, but
Double
Double
4!
there you go. That's how you redeem a double 3.
yeah.
Survive getting murdered and nothing happened.
It's so nice that the dice are just presenting all of this so that everyone understands how the system works.
Right.
Right up front.
So you duck out, you see a few options, but you find this little path that just not only takes you out of sight, but also lets you kind of scramble up a little pile of coal, kind of look around. You feel like you're kind of in the shadows, so no one can really spot where you've gone.
Mm.
You look like you're in a massive either factory or boiler room at some time. Like there are several furnaces, there are workers kind of shoveling coal into it.
Sounds hot.
You don't see like a belt or assembly line of any kind, but you feel like you have a pretty good sense of where the exits are, and you can probably, because of how the journal is set up, you figure if you stay by the wall, you kind of have your choices of going out the north or south exit, and you can probably make it without being spotted. And I would say, since you rolled double 4, I would just let you out of either one without being spotted.
Sounds good.
Good night,
any
Oxy.
Any particular markings or indications on either of those doors? Light showing through the cracks, exit symbols, anything like that, or they just?
I mean, both of them, you get like a little arrow that says exit, so you get the sense that both of them lead very much out of the work area. Beyond that, it's not necessarily clearly marked at this level. But
I will arbitrarily pick the one on my left.
okay, so we're gonna have you going out the north. And
Sounds
so you kind of duck a little bit. It doesn't take too much because most people are distracted with either just doing their job, and it's loud. If you've ever been by a furnace, they're loud.
Yeah.
And so you kind of hit some steps along the way and go up. It looks like a hallway with a lot of doors. You can just keep on following for now. And let's check on what some of the others are up to. So way to survive a double 3 in the bad room. Good God,
The
man.
bad.
Way to go with style. Okay, and on your card, put down Natural Explorer. You just, for some reason, you just feel like you have a sense that you're figuring out what the layout of this place is.
Works for me.
Okay. Would someone like to volunteer next? He did the death room, so I just chose him first.
I mean, death room's out of the way.
I was right next to him.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
roll my dice.
Yep.
11.
Dang.
Let's reroll at 6. See if you can get 3 out of it.
You wanted to reroll them both?
Okay. So, yep. You open your eyes and you seem to be in a jacuzzi. You just kind of arms up, relax, a lot of steam in the room. Relaxing.
This is some bullshit.
You
Agreed.
you do notice one thing kind of odd.
The furnaces were.
The water is like a viscous black.
Oh,
That's
that's gonna dissolve your penis.
yeah, definitely probably going to get out of the water.
Okay.
I mean, you should slide.
As you start to pull yourself up and you lift your hand up, you realize your hand is made of metal.
Interesting.
Like all exposed parts that come out of the thing is metal.
You appear to be a robot
Oh,
or a mechanical being of some kind.
Oh, so
Furry checks out.
I'm in a jacuzzi of oil
You are.
and I'm a robot.
It feels very relaxing.
Okay, I will stay then.
Situations change.
Yeah. Look, being in hot oil if you're organic is one thing. As a robot, I'm okay with the situation.
You appear to have sprung a leak. Here, let me cauterize that for you with the steering sealant.
So put +1 to taking damage on your card.
Oh, you're the Tin Man.
There's a little bit of a crack in the rear speaker, and you hear. You don't know if it's like bad elevator music or just like it's supposed to be like relaxing spa music, but it doesn't work over like a 1930s cafeteria speaker type deal. But you just hear that, hope you're enjoying your stay. You have 15 minutes until the end of your session, sir.
But hit those jets.
I mean, I'm in a jacuzzi.
So,
That's what I'm saying. Hit the jets.
yeah, I think he's fine. Callahan,
Death room and robot jacuzzis out of the way.
go ahead. Go. Well, they were the 3 and the 4. Go ahead and go ahead and re-roll that 4.
The 2.
The 4. The double the 2.
Yeah.
I appreciate your insistence. Though.
Enjoy yourself.
Not double 3s.
It's not.
It's not the death room.
Isn't that nice for you?
Maybe.
I mean, it won't be that nice. He did fail.
So you wake up and it is unbearably cold. Like it feels like 40 below outside, and you went out without a coat for some reason
Thanks,
because
Knee-High Samurai.
you thought it wasn't that much.
Yes,
Oh, hello.
And so it's just cold. Like you get up and you're kind of looking around. There are some stacks of bottles and stuff, but you slip on a bottle. You don't quite face plant, but you do that whole. It would be embarrassing if someone saw you catch your balance type thing, and it's really cold. You kind of need to find a way to get somewhere.
I am where?
It looks like you're in a walk-in cooler, except it's really, really cold.
Coolers tend to have doors, so let's find a door.
Okay, are you going left or right? This is a big cooler, and you are behind some boxes.
Can I? How big are the boxes? Are they wooden crates?
Yeah, you got a couple wooden crates stacked up. Go
And
ahead
I
and
can climb
roll
on top of
me. Go ahead and roll me for perception.
Indeed, Beelzebub. Welcome in.
He returns.
11.
Let's just see if you roll a 1 with that 6.
No, sir, no.
Let's just see it.
There we go.
Okay. So you succeed. You climb up the two crates, and you realize that combined, those crates can't be 6 feet high, and you had to scramble up them. That's kind of odd. And you spot the door off to your left, and you also notice as you're kind of like pointing, like, okay, there I am. Your finger has a claw, and it's kind of scaly.
Soon? Oh.
You're not Rassoon.
Time out for just a second.
Mm-hmm.
Good night, kiddos.
Oh.
Night, Phil.
Good night.
Kids.
Love you. See you in the morning.
Also, official chance to say hi to the Eye Samurai now.
Yeah.
Oh,
And Beelzebub, he has also showed up.
Yeah, I
Nice.
got to say hi to him.
I don't think I did. Hi, buddy.
He likes the system a lot more when he's not playing it, but seeing other people get screwed by it. So this is going to be kind of his jam.
So I'm gonna check for a tail. Tail check.
You have a tail.
Okay. Is it?
Very iguana.
Damn it, the worst of the lizards.
Really?
Yeah. Like, they are not high up on the predator scale. They're like chickens. Anyway. God, I'm gonna lack thumbs to open the door. Do I see a door?
Yes, you see one off. You see one off to the left.
I'll go scrambling for the door
Okay.
on my clickety clackety claws.
Yeah, I was gonna say you just hear them.
That's a good skip.
Yeah, that is quality. And then you kind of it's one of those old ones where it has kind of the circular and the push thing, just so you can't get locked in. You can just jam it, and then the door opens. It's one of the old convenience stores I worked at.
I'll get the jamming.
Yeah.
Jamming on
Yeah,
it.
so all you have to do is push it, and then the door opens.
Am I a big iguana? Am I big enough to push said circle?
You would say if this is real and not a crazy stupid dream, which it isn't, because fuck those chaos gods. You would assume you're actually lizard folk versus cold.
Oh, so I'm a big iguana.
You're a medium-sized iguana, yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're a U-sized iguana.
Okay. No,
I mean,
I can make that
more 4 feet versus 6, but yeah.
Sure.
Ooh.
I got fingies then.
We got a
Alright.
tail for meat, though.
You're a
What?
robot.
Yep.
What do you care?
Robots can eat meat. We
So,
gotta give them bioreactors.
You were outside of a walk-in cooler, which it seems like you are looking at a kitchen area with a lot of people who are kind of busy and scrambling
People?
around. There's constant. Mostly people. There are some humans, some elves. There seems to be a couple of I guess you're assuming halflings since you're a lizard person, but I suppose it could be a little person. You're
Okay.
not sure. That could be a landmine you can charge into whether you want to or not.
They smell delicious.
You know what? Oh, there's a lot in that kitchen that smells delicious.
People. I'm gonna check a pot.
He's
You
just
see
looking
people
in
in the pot?
There are not people in the pot.
All right, cool.
There's a very nice stew, but based on the fact that there is like also half a pig over here, it's probably pork.
Metacannibalism is not yet included.
Plus, in all its forms, bacon, even if it's in the inferior forms of ham and pulled pork.
That'll work. That'll work. Excuse me, garçon. Do I work here? Am I naked?
And they look at you. Like, you have some clothes on. Like, no, just. This is for workers only. Get out of here. And he points to a door off to your left.
I'm gonna grab
No, you rolled a 9. I'll let you grab a taco.
That's right. Free taco. Nobody's
Hell
stopping
yeah.
me.
Alrighty. Well, that leaves us with 1, doesn't it?
Hi, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great. How about yourself?
That remains to be determined.
That is the most intelligent answer I've heard all night so far. So you chose the right stat.
Thank you.
Yeah,
You got
okay.
a robot.
Roll me 2d6.
Pair twos.
I like that.
I'm sure you do. One.
You know what? You're trying to perceive what's going on. I would say it's an intelligence check. So yeah, go ahead and roll one. Re-roll 1.
Yeah, can't win if you don't play.
It's a 3. Damn.
Hey, at least it's a 4.
There you go. Still a failure, but a decent.
I'll work with that.
All right.
Well, I don't know. You said it was an intelligence check.
Then you get +1, so I will make it 7.
Oh yeah.
Good point.
Just saying.
I know. You got a point.
Good point.
Maybe he's the bioprocessing robot Tasmania.
So, shifting about, and at first it's kind of weird because you're like it's like a dollhouse or something, because everything is just, it's like a small cabin, like to a train or a train liner or something, or like a dorm room, except it's just miniature furniture, like for 4-year-olds. And then you realize, like, your hand is bigger than your head. That's not right. You're much bigger than that door. Your bicep looks like it weighs as much as you did.
Well, neat, but also,
It's still human-ish, just, swole.
I can work with that. Is there any egress from this room that would accommodate someone of my carriage?
That's what the punching arm is for.
Getting to that.
We haven't figured that one out, Desai.
You could probably shoulder block your way through the door. Or if you want to try being delicate, you could try that. You would have to do a little bit of, what's the word? Interesting. See if those yoga classes paid off that you never took.
Mm.
Would you like to roll for yoga classes?
Yes.
There's a sentence you won't hear too often. Yep.
No, never had anybody roll for yoga classes.
I got a 9, but there's a 3 in there.
Well, I like the 3. Let's re-roll at 6 and see what happens.
That's uncalled.
Go for double threes.
No.
5.
It seems like it's going well at first, and then you're stuck. And you're stuck. You're like, you shouldn't have gone in shoulder to shoulder like that, because now you're just kind of wedged. But you can either side of the wall and see what happens.
I mean, I guess I could do that. I was going to try and flex my shoulders first and see if that would do anything, but after that, I will try and hit the wall and see what happens.
Okay, roll for shoulder flex.
It should be something I'm good at. It is something I'm exceedingly good at.
That's a 13, yeah. That's, you know what? Just gonna give you that. Not even gonna argue.
It's hard to argue
Yeah,
double
yeah.
sixes.
So, the frame pops well before your shoulders do. And,
I can get used to that.
yeah, it is a very loud sound, but you look up and down the hall and, doesn't seem like anyone's here. Like, it's not abandoned like a long house, but just no one happens to be here at the moment, and, you get yourself out into the hallway and realize you are hunched about half.
Okay. If I can get around a corner, I can plausibly deny the door damage, so I need to find a way out of here.
Oh yeah, what's that, 12? Yeah, you can go either direction. You have a blue arrow pointing north, a red arrow pointing south.
Blue is supposed to be good, but this is Chaos World, so I'm going to go south.
I knew you
Man.
Okay. So you were heading down the hall, and as you come by an area, there's a large opening that says General, and as you go through, it opens up. If you look behind you, there's a sign that said Halfling Wing, and as you stand and stretch a little bit, you get a few glances, but it does. You being a giant human of a man doesn't seem to throw anyone that far.
Neat.
From what you can see, it kind of looks like you're on a cruise ship.
Neat.
Yeah. It's kind of like a general buffet area. Seems to be a lot of people kind of milling about. There's a stage, no one's on there currently.
Well, I don't know when the next time is I'm going to be able to get something to eat, and, Callahan would be disappointed in me if I didn't take advantage of that free buffet.
I would.
I'd never hear the end of it, so, let's go check that out.
Okay. Ooh. All right.
Because at this point, this seems like a way better plan than dealing with home insurance repairs. Like, cruise ship? Sure.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, person who recently evaded death at the hands of someone wielding a shovel angrily.
Your team building exercise sucks. We're not even together.
Well, is that a failure of the exercise, or is that just showing how badly you all really need to work as a team?
I choose to put that failure on you.
That's fair.
You are a chaos god. I think you can shoulder all failure. You're gonna take credit for all success anyway. You might as well take
You
both.
expect the Chaos God to bring it together in a straight line.
No, but I can still blame him for everything.
You don't have the intelligence boost in the group, do you?
I'm just not sure you understand what a team building exercise is.
Yeah.
Either that, or I have fundamentally misunderstood what the fuck is going on in corporate culture. Honestly, either could be
I
possible.
mean, your intelligence, that's a given. Anyway, this hallway is much nicer. You seem to be a lower deck. You find a couple of steps or heading up, and things progressively seem to get nicer as you go up the steps. You're in a stairway now where you can go up multiple steps, or you can choose to explore a hallway.
I'm actually going to... The hallway that I was traveling through was filled with doors, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anything in particular about these doors, or are they just like standard, it's a door, it has a handle, you open the thing and go inside?
There are doors. They have numbers. Yeah. If you want to try a door handle on a few of them, it just looks like what you would see as a cabin, or if you've ever done a roomette on a train.
Okay, I will have a poke in a couple of those after listening for any bullshit going on the other side.
Okay, yeah. Well, then roll me 2d6.
6 and a 2.
You know what? Fair enough. Got an 8. So you kind of look through the one doors, don't hear anything, try it. A few of them were locked. This one is not. Go in and you just kind of look at what looks like a pretty normal room. There are a couple of beds. There's a bathroom off to the right. There is a window and nothing but endless water as far as the eye can see.
Does this window open at all?
It does have kind of like a little deck. So yeah, you can kind of sliding glass door that if you would like to.
Get a sliding glass door. Step outside, have a look around at what the
Cool.
fuck's going on.
Give me a perception check as you head up to the glass door.
Sure. Would that add wisdom?
Yeah, I'll give you wisdom for that.
That is 1 and a 6 for a total of 8.
Cool, let's reroll at 6.
Figure. Well, shit. That's 4 total.
It's a sliding door. And you're on a balcony. And then, yeah, you go out. There's water. You look around. This is clearly some kind of weirdly designed cruise ship.
I understand the assignment now. That doesn't mean I approve. Well, I'm gonna head back in and, I guess start going up decks.
Okay. And, start proceeding up. Once in a while, you can hear some voices, and it seems like as you get further up, these signs keep pointing you to more general areas. So you come to an area, and you have a couple arrows. One says general area, one says upper deck, and one says forward cabins.
General area sounds good. I'm gonna be looking in particular for like an outside deck, a restaurant area, just anywhere in general where groups of people might end up gathering naturally. That seems like
Okay.
the way to go here.
Yep, you start moving, and as you walk by, there's a pair of cockroaches who just kind of look at you and do a little bit of a wince, and then hurry up. But they don't really say anything.
Just gonna file away that those exist now.
Yeah. You're kind of getting an idea of why Brain's been in such a crappy mood the past couple of weeks.
So I feel like this could go either way. That reaction might make me question why the fuck they winced, but I feel like that's the sort of thing I might not notice in the moment. Could I do a roll to see if I notice?
Absolutely.
Cool.
You can always roll dice.
Excellent.
Let's re-roll at 5 and see how this goes.
Interesting.
We were so close to a number 3. And you knew exactly what's going to happen.
It's a 3 and a 4 for a total of 7.
Which is a success, with a good and a bad, so it just kind of cancels out.
Okay, so probably going to recognize that maybe I should find a mirror.
It's a bit odd, and they seemed nervous. Like, especially nervous around you. And there were some others you passed earlier who didn't seem to give you a second glance.
Anything in particular about the ones who didn't seem to give a shit? Like, were they normal humans or?
You saw some humans. You thought they were cosplaying Vulcans, but it turns out that if they're real, then maybe those were actually elves. Still would have been a good
Yeah,
cosplay.
no, Chaos God Shane, if it didn't exist, he could absolutely just poof it into fucking reality. He did it with an elephant. Why not an entire cruise ship full of fantasy races?
Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna go find a fucking mirror.
Okay. Would you like to start door handles again, or are you just going to a general area to find one?
I've gotten to the point where I've realized that I am on a cruise ship and that bursting into people's cabins is probably not cool.
Oh man.
I'm going to try to find. You know what? I'm just gonna keep going. I'm keep an eye out for bathrooms.
Okay.
They're gonna have
Yeah.
like a general ship, something to direct me toward it.
Cool. Yeah, you were approaching because the smell of food and kind of the way when large people gather, you can kind of hear the murmuring of voices well before you hit them in the area. So you do find yourself going in the right direction as you were kind of heading up there. So, Callahan, you rush out the door because you are not allowed in the kitchen over there.
Okay.
And go ahead and roll me the 2d6. Let's see how insistent they are to kick you out with your tongue. Usually I'd reroll at 5, but let's reroll at 4 and see what happens. Nothing. All right.
No.
Well, you showed me. With the old man face. All right, they kind of shoot you
I
off.
can't squint anymore because they're almost shut.
Yeah. It's a nice squint. Appreciate that. So you go out there and you find yourself kind of moving into outside the kitchen area. The side of what looks like you can tell it funnels into a service area, but you can tell as you're going out, you're moving into a more general room. You smell buffet, you smell bacon. There are a lot of people, elves, dwarves. You actually see a few tieflings, either that or some really good cosplaying, but since you know you're a lizard now, probably tieflings.
Do I have anything in my pockets?
Yeah, go ahead and check.
AARP membership.
I don't know. I got me an 8.
6 and 2.
Okay. Reroll at 6 for me.
8.
It's a 2 and a 6 now. Who would have thunk it?
You do understand how this game works, right? Okay, so you find a yellow ticket. You think that might be important. You also find
Sorry.
that one. You also find some lockpicks. And you feel a bag of holding type effect as your arm is going all the way into your pocket. And you have an item. Do you want to pull it out in public?
Is it squishy?
No.
Yes.
You go ahead and roll me 2d6.
Please pull out a new good warhead.
Elephant.
Reroll that 4.
Damn you.
Even you. I was
Damn.
get fucked.
It was so close to a 5.
Well, it's a 9 with
to a 3.
it's a 9 with a 3, so it's still a success, just with something potentially bad happen. So you pull it out, and it actually appears like a jousting rod of kind of questionable quality, but it is literally a jousting lance.
Could have been worse.
A centaur glares at you.
Oh no, he's committed a microaggression.
Wait. Stab something on the buffet. No. I'll just cartoon that back into my pocket.
He gives a very, very disappointed shake of the head, and then just kind of huffs off.
Yeah. That's right.
Do you say that out loud?
Is that a buffet? So
There is a buffet, and there is a giant individual who looks suspiciously like Braden, except like 10 feet tall and full of muscle. grabbing the crab legs?
Yeah, we're just gonna take the steam tray. Who's gonna stop me?
Well, the lizard.
Well, I'm taking it to a table, so
Yeah, I'll follow up.
I don't know, with you, I don't know if that means you're talking to him or you're going to the buffet instead.
Oh no, I'm following him. He's got,
Oh, okay.
he's got all the crab legs. I'll grab a plate all along the way. Maybe one of the little crackers. Although now I got the claw thingies. I don't know. I gotta test these out. Maybe I can just, I don't know.
I mean, you should be able to rip open an oyster a lot easier at the very least.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So,
But then I'd be eating oysters.
roll me to see if there's a tray of bacon or if they're refilling.
That's the way to go.
That's a 5.
I'll re-roll this 3 for you.
No, I don't think you will. They're currently out of bacon.
I got my taco.
Yeah. So, Brayden, you see a lizard with a plate sit down at the table with you.
but I got them to share. Oh God, you're Callahan, aren't you?
Yeah.
We're thinking it's not even about a game. That's pretty much how that would go down.
I'm Lizard Callahan now.
I've seen this expression, this song and dance enough times.
Yeah, I'm gonna race you to the bottom of that crab tray.
You're on.
That's we can do this.
I might even be able to compete now.
You might.
Yeah.
I don't know, because you might actually have, right? You're like crab. Oh, so it might.
Well, I assume he's just.
Yeah, your persona.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm toothpasting these.
There you go. All right, that's the way to go.
That's how you eat crab. You
I snap him,
Normally you snap them,
but he's.
but I'm big enough that I can toothpaste multiple at the same time and actually keep up with Callahan's, natural crab leg forks.
Do I even have to care about the show
Yeah.
at this point? I don't know.
Yeah, that's a lizard. No.
All right, is
Yeah.
it good? I'll explore this.
Oh yeah, it's cruise ship quality. It's very good.
No, I mean, do I enjoy the crunch, or is it better without the crunch?
I mean, you feel like as a lizard, you don't care either way. It's just as long as the meat gets to the back, the rest of the stuff, it's like you taste good, but you don't necessarily taste bad.
Oh,
So
can
you
I
can
unhinge my
digest it.
jaw?
Yeah.
Can I just drop them in?
No, go ahead and give me a 2d6 for that.
It's an 8.
No, I'll give you this one.
That is just wrong.
Yeah.
I'm more a bitchin' eater now.
The lizard proves he is Callahan by doing what you would expect a Callahan lizard to do.
Oh, got it.
And there's probably more than one of that.
Even lizards chew.
Yeah, he's kind of eating like a duck right now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's gonna hurt my food.
Phil,
Not.
your time is up. You are given
Hey, Sinith, welcome in.
I said it.
a large towel of questionable materials that holds up to boiling oil coming off of you. But it's almost like a scrub rag.
okay?
Oh, they're gonna buff you.
And there's a little thank you basket that includes metal polish.
Gotta polish your junk.
All over the place.
Your gearhead.
I'll be there eventually. I got it. It'll take a while.
You got stuff to do.
So
Gotta explore.
in your locker, you see a yellow ticket.
Uh-huh.
And some studded leather armor that doesn't fit. I'm not sure why you have that.
Studded leather armor.
I'm sorry. I guess I failed to ask. I just assumed they were all wearing modern clothes. Are they fantasy themed? Like, are we talking chainmail and armor, or robes and tunics, or?
A mixture of all. I mean, some people here are clearly on vacation, and some people clearly do not feel comfortable if they don't have at least a minimal amount of battle.
Okay.
So, Braden the Goliath appears to be wearing half plate.
Let's see.
So go ahead and give yourself +1 to taking damage.
Okay.
Pencil, right there.
Yes, thank you.
And you are wearing leather armor.
It would be this suit, but leather armor it is. All right.
I mean, we can say it's leather armor like in a mini lizard tuxedo.
All right.
Tuxedo cut leather armor.
Yes. Even has a spawn back for the tail.
Good.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, back. You step out into the hallway, and you realize you don't know where your room is.
I'm assuming since I'm in a spa area, there are people about that are staff.
Yeah, there is a dwarf that has it looks weird for a dwarf, but like white shorts, white polo shirt. Says, "My name is Jeff."
Hi, Jeff.
Pronounced F, but what can I do for you, sir?
F.
The JE is silent in dwarf.
Everyone knows that.
You're not there. Hello, F. I got a little too relaxed in there. And, well, forgotten a couple of points. As a robot, do I need pants?
No, sir. Since you don't have
One
any,
hell of a spa experience.
Questions.
since you don't have any junk, no one's offended by seeing you walk around.
Fair. Second question. I can't remember where my room is. I have my ticket. Can you
Okay.
help?
He takes the yellow ticket, looks at it, puts it kind of through like a processor. Go ahead and roll me your 2d6.
Steerage.
Steven!
That's where you roll at 5.
Steerage.
I'm going to
That's much worse than a 5.
Okay.
That's
So,
a 3.
That's a 3.
Yeah.
and
No way.
kind of looks at it. He's like, "Will you just excuse me for a moment, sir?" And he heads back to a bathroom, and he is clearly kind of whispering to a manager.
Interesting.
We better get some money.
Is there any clearly marked exits?
Yes, there is one this way, or that way across the entire spa.
Ooh. Let's take the longest route.
Okay. So go ahead and roll me 2d6. Let's see if they catch you before you make it out the door.
Exit.
Mm.
That's
all
10 with
stage
4.
left.
Yeah, how do I do this? Do I take away the good thing, or do I take away your chances? Let's re-roll a 6. Just see what happens. Well, we almost. It's fun on the 1. We almost got it.
Yeah, I saw it.
It was thinking about it, but nope,
Nope.
decided to be nice.
So, yep, you're kind of moving through, and as you see, you walk by a mirror, you kind of get a clear look of your very automaton self. Just kind of wash out, and you're kind of, you overhear, I'll say the good thing is you overhear them saying, like, yeah, expired, stowaway. This is either expired or counterfeit.
This is jumps.
Yeah, they're like bolted on in this weird, like, weld. So it's like they just put like 2 pieces of cast iron and just seared it on.
Sorry, all I have in my head is the Robots movie with Robin Williams and Ewan McGregor by Blue Sky Studios. Like, that's all I have going through my head right now.
Don't know that one.
It's funny. Worth a watch.
And so you kind of head out there, and as you're, let's see, it's a 9, let's see, success. Yeah. Roll me one more time for a little bit more luck. Because you're making it out. I'm just seeing if you figure something out.
That will
Hey, you're gonna need a human skin.
So just as you think they're about to turn and catch you, you just kind of think, like, man, I just wish there was kind of a distraction. And as you for some reason, you get the image of a squirrel like just hitting symbols together, and one appears in the desk in front of them, and they just look confused, and you realize you just cast minor illusion. And you just take that opportunity to try to figure out how you did that, and then get out of the room.
Squirrels. But also, you should revisit that human suit idea.
Brayden has tons of extra skin. I'm sure he can spare some.
Just saying. You
No, I
just
need
crawl
that.
inside it.
You don't need all of your skin.
There's
I
plenty of
don't
room.
think you understand how committed I am to this eating competition with Callahan.
You're right. I just unhinged my jaw and I'm just throwing things into
All
this.
I've got is my bulk at this point.
You know what?
With your +1 intelligence on top of it.
Look. More crap.
So as you make your escape, do you have a particular target, or are you just trying to get as far away as possible? Are you looking for signs? Are you...
I will keep an eye out for everything, but yeah, I am definitely trying to put a little space between me and the space.
Okay.
I don't know if you knew this, but rolling the double force when you scanned the ticket would have been a way better way to get
A little bit,
just saying.
a little bit. I'm aware.
Okay.
I was really hoping for the penthouse. Like,
Yeah.
So,
We finally find Phil and he's just chilling in Robo.
so yeah, you see some doors on the side. There's a decent amount of space between each of them, so you get the sense it's a pretty kind of ritzy area. You actually run into a map, and it looks like the large general area where you assume most people would be. You seem to be kind of in the private section of the ship, and the general area is down 2 floors and a little bit further to the east. You figure that'd be the best place you could kind of blend in, because private area generally means more security and less people.
yeah.
Would you like to take the elevator,
Ooh.
or would you like to look for some stairs?
I will take stairs. Yeah, I'll take stairs.
Okay. So, Callahan.
Yes.
Okay, you're eating. So actually, Nate. Sorry to get your hopes up. So you are kind of looking to a general area as you are moving closer and closer, getting the smell of food, kind of looking at stuff. As you get closer to the main area where there's clearly a lot going on, you see some of those mirrored walls come up, and you look at it, and you are clearly a dragonborn.
Oh,
So the for people being nervous, it kind of makes a lot of sense now.
I'm sure they've got some cousins who've lost some eggs. I get it.
Yeah.
What color am
Do you have a preference?
I? Not particularly.
I was thinking red.
Sounds good.
What color red? Are we talking like candy apple, or are we talking like?
I will take -1 off every one of your rolls for making fun of the colorblind, you jackass. Just try me.
You realize I forget that every fucking time, right? I don't do it on purpose.
I fail to see how this is my problem right now.
I didn't think, what's your problem? It's like realizing Brayden follows behind because he can't see well.
You know me
After
for, you
years-
know me
I
for
know.
30 years, and you can't remember I'm colorblind. The ladies I work with have an ongoing joke with me being colorblind, and they have known me for months.
Beautiful.
It is beautiful pink sugar.
That is.
Oh, thank you. I picked it out because it's the right type of gray.
Right.
So, what am I wearing?
Oh yeah, you're in front of a full mirror, so you have on new studded leather armor. And you're not sure how you didn't notice it before, but like in a belt loop, you have a table leg with 2 gnarly nails sticking out of it. You're kind of surprised no one in security has stopped you about that.
Oh.
Yeah, that seems like a problem.
You're a barbarian. Interesting. I'm a jouster. It's pretty obvious. Minotaurs don't like me.
Sure. Then I found like a little like alcove or area where I'll be out of the way of general traffic, so that I can do a full equipment check.
Yeah, there are little kind of like rest areas throughout the hallway, major plants you can just kind of step back and if someone really wanted to observe, but Most of them are on a cruise. They don't give a shit what you're doing. They're just trying to hit the buffet or find their way to the pool, whatever.
Yeah, I just want to not be in people's way while I am searching through all of my pockets.
Yep. Okay.
So yeah, boots, pants. Am I wearing anything on my hands? Do I have claws? What the fuck's in my pockets?
Yep. Yeah, you have claws. You have a silver watch. You do find that. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Roll me 2d6 to see if you find your hidden note.
It's not looking great.
Yes, but it's smudged.
Let's re-roll that 6 and see if it
Yeah,
clarifies
that's why
things
it's
at all.
particularly not looking great.
Oh, it's in your butt.
What note?
I mean, I never knew that a note was there. Nothing has changed for me.
You dropped it in the coal room. It's the only way we get out. It's the magical words that release us.
He went from a 6 and a 3 to double threes. That hurts.
I'm so good at rolling doubles.
Get better doubles?
No.
I mean,
Okay.
I gotta say, knowing the big picture, the 2 times you completely botched it have been fucking perfect for me. I could not have tried to frame or set this up better, so I am extremely happy right now.
I am overjoyed with this. So I do have claws. I found a silver watch. Anything else of note while fiddling through with it?
True. Let's see. Roll 2d6. Let's see if we get a little bit of luck.
4 to 2.
Let's give you a fighting chance in this one. Reroll a 2.
All right. 4 to 4.
You start cursing a beautifully flowery language that has to be Sylvan. And you're not sure how you know Sylvan, but you just know you can suddenly communicate with Faye.
Interesting.
I love how Braden has to look like, that didn't help him, that helped you!
I was busy just biting back a sarcastic comment because I'm not in the spotlight right now.
Anything else of note?
Not that you can find.
That's concerning, considering that some of these fuckers had tickets.
Yep.
Thinking back, was I able to work out any, like, details of the dude who swung a shovel at me? Like, was he also a Dragonborn? Because I feel like regardless of whether or not he was, I probably would have acted the same.
He just seems like a very, very angry.
Okay.
I mean, he is the type of guy who, you know, that guy I look at in real life and go, God damn, that guy's huge.
Yeah. Okay.
And was not having a good day.
Tail?
Yep.
Can I consciously control it?
You try, and yeah, you can swing it back and forth, it seems like. Takes a
Okay.
little bit, but
Be advised, I am going to be hyper fucking aware of that for a while.
okay.
I'm not going to want to be, but I will be.
Do I have webbed fingers?
Not really, no. You just have kind of like the different call. One versus
I'm catching you.
So yeah,
yeah, more this versus
so I think I've got a decent handle on this now. I'm gonna continue heading toward the people, and Chaos Shane put us on a fucking cruise ship for a team building exercise. Step 1 is to find these chuckle fucks. They're gonna be around here somewhere.
Yep, and since you kind of have that natural explorer, you just seem to almost have an inherent sense of which direction you need to go. And you actually find yourself kind of moving, soon finding the flow of traffic, and you find yourself in a general area. As you scan around, it is not hard to see the giant Goliath who looks like Braden if he was, 580 pounds and 9 feet tall, in an eating contest with a lizard unhinging its jaw, which could only be Callahan. I'm not even gonna make you roll that one. There's also a very nice. There's also a very nice buffet.
You know what? They've been on this rodeo fucking before, apparently.
It was a very nice buffet.
I'm gonna
No, I
trust.
took a steam tray so that we wouldn't ruin the whole buffet.
I'm gonna trust that eating right now is an acceptable situation, and I'm gonna go fill a plate.
Yeah, you don't know what you're gonna get.
Um,
yet.
That is why I am having an eating contest with you, because it is the only socially acceptable way to be a glutton.
True.
I'm going to pick a variety of things to see if I can, still taste sweet. If plants want to make me vomit, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then I'll go find them at the table.
You both see Red Dragonborn sit down.
Hi, Braden. Hi, short end of the stick. How you doing? You think-
He's become everything he ever wanted.
So is that what a fucking kobold looks like? Because Jesus, those fucking lizard lips. I know I'm
pretty-
not better, but still.
I'm pretty sure he's too tall to be a kobold.
Swole.
The fuck is he?
Well, it's been a minute since Unqualified Experts filming, but I think he's a lizard folk.
Yeah, Drax.
I didn't even know
I'm
they could
happy you're
unhinge their jaws. For all I know, they can't, and he just
Did it.
did it because
They just
he'll
took the
just
damage.
regenerate.
I wouldn't be surprised. Have you checked your pockets yet?
No.
I'll go get more.
Would I?
I had a fucking watch in mine.
It's a very nice silver watch.
I'm actually gonna click that over.
I can
see
do
if
this
it's got,
with my pocket.
anything
And I
listed
stick
on
my
the
whole
inside
arm in there.
or if it like actually shows the time.
It shows the time. There's also an inscription that says, "Nice roll. Only person who didn't roll a 3. Love, Shane." Parentheses. Yeah, that one.
To realize that I am a character being played by myself.
Sandy check 2d6.
That's a 4 to 2.
No.
Let's re-roll that forward. See how that goes for you.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
That's a 4 to 2.
Ooh, that was real close to the one.
1 for 7. That's distressing, but you tell me how that's going for you. Or maybe awesome.
Honestly, I'm kind of generally immune to existential crises. At the moment, I perceive myself as being fully in this world. Whether or not I actually exist, I feel like I fucking exist here, so I kind of gotta act like that, but also god fucking damn it, Shane.
Let's even.
That last bit I'm going to be muttering under my breath, and I'm just going to note down.
Will that be in common or Sylvan? It does seem to roll off the time in Sylvan. Weirdly beautiful.
You know what? I figured that'll be drawn to Sylvan.
Yeah.
then.
Okay.
And I'm just going to note down aware of the meta.
Where are them? Yep. And
Heck are you saying? You're the-
Brayden, you understand what he's saying. You somehow understand Sylvan.
To be clear, all that I
Why can I
said,
understand that?
To be clear, all that I said was, "God damn it, Shane."
And as you realize you understand Sylvan, and that is Sylvan, roll me Sandy for the fact that, because I know you don't particularly like dealing with Fae.
I know part of how this works. Huh, that's 5.
We'll just go ahead and keep that with the 3.
I figured you might.
What type of minor existential crisis would you like to have with this failure?
I am going to consult my cell phone rather than the reality around me. Because this is not right.
You can connect to Chaos Shane 1, Chaos Shane 2, or Chaos Shane 3.
Are these websites or cell phone
These
numbers?
are like
Wi-Fi
Wi-Fi
networks.
networks.
I see.
3. That's the one that turns your cell phone into a Mac.
No.
You also have one unread message.
So, knowing Shane's penchant for over the edge, 3 is out. I will try.
It's like he knows me.
I'll try 2.
Is it because it's higher than 1?
Yes.
The connection looks solid. As it connects, everything comes up, and you get a second unread message.
Well, now I'm gonna go look at those.
One is from Shane, parentheses number 1. One is from Shane, parentheses number 4.
Which one's in the cage?
You're not sure, but you're guessing number 1.
We're gonna look at 4.
Click on the message, be like, hey, see, most of you are there already. Way to build the team. Oh, also, you're on a timer. Love pass.
Okay. Good to know that these probably aren't numerical then, because he should be 5.
P.S. Nathan is not very observant.
We're gonna put a pin in that. Let's look at 1.
You still haven't changed my water.
I'm gonna block that. Okay. Well, I can either deal with this problem, or I can go hit the buffet again.
Well, at this point, I'll be returning with either another tray of crab legs
Roll to see if bacon is out.
or bacon wrapped shrimp.
Oh, bacon wrap chips is a good choice.
Ooh.
That's
1-1.
snake eyes.
Pickled eyes?
It turns out that, some Wanti high rollers came in right before you and just cleaned it out. They literally came in, and then you looked at them.
Fucking
angrily.
blizzard half-bloods.
But, those eyes were just so beautiful that you just allowed it. And then by the time you came to, you're like, motherfucker. You know exactly what happened. Charming snake bastards.
I got bamboozled.
I think we all might have been.
Congratulations, you're one of the team.
I have
Also,
no,
where's my crab legs?
I have
Bill,
no crab legs.
roll me luck.
They were taken.
9.
I see a 3 there. Let's re-roll that 6 and see if we can get another one.
Hey.
That's one too many, Phil. Anyway. So you're going down, but something bad happens. So I'm going to say that you see some security people smoking in the stairwell. And they see they're busted, so they do kind of the thing. Then serve. And then as you go down like one more thing, you kind of hear a, wait a minute, as the door shuts behind you. So you put a flight and a half of stairs between.
I will take a few extra corners and keep meandering the way I'm going.
Okay, you were entering more of a common area, but there's a little bit more traffic, a few more people. You spot one other Warforged walking about.
Is that what he is? I thought you were just an animated vending machine.
He can be 2 things.
He can bop heads, and he can also store ice cold drinks in his stomach cavity.
Actually, there's a potential opportunity here. Callahan,
Yes.
roll me 2d6 when yet another group tried to swipe some bacon in front of you.
Why do you fail?
That
What
is-
the-
Yes, it's a 2 and a 5.
Oh, I'm sorry. Art math, man.
Okay,
No calculator app in there, I see.
I'm gonna allow you to keep that because it's advantageous to me.
That works.
You feel an incredible rage coming over you, and you're pretty sure if you just lose your shit, you can take him right here and now. Now roll me 2d6 to decide if you do or not.
Just decided to do it.
Oh yeah, if you want to decide to do it, go ahead. Would
Wait.
you like to restrain, or would
Wait.
you?
Well, who was it?
You had 2 orcs just kind of
Oh.
step in front of you. And,
No, I'll
Oh, excellent. Thank you, Sinetta.
yeah,
She likes the green screen.
It's a good one today.
it was.
Thank you.
Oh no! That's a 1 and a 2.
The good news is there's no worries. So yeah, so you two see Callahan try raging.
You ever seen that scene in Jurassic Park?
Which one?
Where the raptors are in the kitchen?
Yeah. And you see one of the orcs just kind of looking annoyed, like he's going to town on his leg, and just a hand comes out and just head into the side of the buffet, and then they just continue on without making it. You're a little bit dazed, nothing permanent, but the pride may be a little bit wounded, assuming you're not too concussed.
Lizard folk are ballsy, is what I'm getting.
We don't have to help.
They
him,
don't
right?
have good.
Like, we can just let him suffer
Impulse
for his
control.
own actions.
I would love to see another one of those pride obliterating bitch slaps.
Cool. Upside. Here, have more crab legs. I grabbed some on the way up.
Oh, thank you. Did you know you're not observant?
Explain?
You did not. No.
I don't know. Something Shane number 4 said. I'm pretty sure he's the one with the stupid hat.
I didn't see one with a stupid hat. Then again, I don't think I saw any of them.
He was
Yeah.
in the basement.
He refused to look at the one with the stupid hat. He just
Well,
heard about it.
I'm pretty sure he's the one who sent us on this, and right, time.
Did he? Okay. Did he say what the time limit was?
What do you think?
Good point. Okay, if I'm not observant, if I have something down in the fucking boiler room, I don't think there was anything in the rooms. So it's probably either something about me specifically, or I missed something while checking my gear.
Wait, you have gear? Holy shit, you have. Holy shit, you're a dragonborn!
What the fuck is wrong with you?
My left eye's still blurry from surgery. Apparently, changing races doesn't fix that.
I am red now.
Could have been drunk.
And?
With scales.
I guess
Good news, you're
earlier
a
question to
Goliath,
you.
so you're at least recognizable,
Yeah.
unlike me and fucking Callahan.
I don't judge up based on color. I'm not that kind of
Persona.
person. You know that.
You know.
Judging based
Yeah,
on
good on you
color
for not
is
seeing
different
race.
from understanding the difference between two colors. Also, kind of relevant, because, breath weapon.
Oh,
Speaking of which, I don't play Dragonborn. Do you know what other shit I might be able to do?
Probably both.
Also, just for your information, I'm like 90% sure you're a Goliath.
that would explain why I understood the weird flowery language. Doesn't explain why you speak it, but that's a whole other
Oh, by the way,
thing.
since you know you're Dragonborn, give yourself +1 charisma for intimidation.
Oh.
Okay. That was actually what I was going to say next. Is I'm pretty sure you're able to be charismatic, and I'm pretty sure that you're supposed to be good in, like, sturdier, constitution-wise.
Good to know. But I've failed at least one charisma check so far, so I'm not going to rely on that shit.
You also realize you did, right at this moment, that you did see very, very well in what should have been a very, very dark room.
Just gonna. Okay.
You know, it occurs to me that shade number 4 may have been trying to deflect my attention from checking my own gear. Apparently, I have some sort of metal armor on.
Yeah. You know, let's do an equipment check together. I think we could both use it.
Well, you're literally wearing half plate. Not sure how you missed that the first time, except you now have these big new muscles.
I wouldn't have recognized it for half plate.
Okay, go ahead and let's see. Do you have something that may be? Oh yeah. Go ahead and roll me 2d6.
Same for me, since I'm redoing my check.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's
4 with a 3 and
Oh, wow.
a 7 with a.
Go ahead and reroll that 6. Otherwise, I like what I'm seeing so far.
That's
3.
a 1 and 3.
Join
1 and 3 and 1 and 3. God fucking
I mean,
damn
he
it.
told him you had already checked your gear. You know what you have. I mean,
I'm rechecking it. I'm just rechecking all the exact same spots.
you have half plate, and you find a little box in sloppy handwriting of yours that says "in case of emergency." And when you open it, I assume trying gently,
Yes.
you see a broken Jack Daniels bottle, which would be a great improvised weapon if you were still human size, but seeing as how you're Goliath size, you're not sure how you can get out of the box without cutting yourself.
I think this is for Callahan.
Yeah, maybe. You know,
Well, since you see them checking gear, would you like to do the same, or are you just going to keep pinging the thing?
The buffet got wiped out. I'll be back at the table,
Oh, okay.
but keeping an eye on it.
that sounds about
Oh,
right.
I thought I already went through my gear. Yeah, I got this yellow ticket. Got these here
You have a what?
ticket, and I got some lock picks, and I got this cool pocket thing. Can I pull up the lens?
Roll me 2d6. Roll me that 6.
See,
Wait, tell me to screw off this time.
All right.
5 and 2.
No Minotaur?
7, good job.
No Minotaur offended.
No, you have like dwarf dwarf walking by, kind of in half plate, has kind of like a royal sigil, kind of looks like, huh, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He gets it.
yeah.
Huh. And then I have this cool ass leather tuxedo.
I'm pretty sure this is for you. Hand you the in case of emergency box.
Ooh, stabby knives.
Yeah, I don't think I can get it out of the box without cutting my fingers.
I mean,
It's a good sized Jack Daniels bottle, so like you could cut a
get
bitch
in
with
there.
that. Yeah,
I could. Okay,
you
yeah.
could cut a bitch. Yeah.
Like, is it? Yeah.
I
Thanks,
don't
Daddy.
recommend putting that in your pocket.
But it's in a box.
I maintain my statement.
Where did you have it?
In my pocket, but my pockets are bigger than yours.
I don't think so. Tap tap.
He's got a point.
Yeah.
I didn't mean literally. Actually, I did mean literally.
You're having a rough day, buddy.
I did mean literally in this case.
They brought some steaks out in the buffet if you feel like you need a snack right now. Get some brain food going.
Yeah, I could use a steak.
Yeah.
Steak is good.
So Phil, that jacuzzi, man, those joints, like, you can't remember as a human
You want
ever
steak?
feeling this good. Or it's been a long time.
Think
Football,
I'm good, I
junior
got
high.
my phone.
I guess I'll put the jousting lines back. in my
It's gonna
pocket.
go sideways.
Probably good call.
Why you should fill
So
up.
you're hitting the general area. Are you heading toward just the large general area then? Just kind of keeping.
I think so.
Roll me perception check. Okay.
Fill with the bullshit.
Phil's coming in all right.
Yeah.
Dice luck.
You're walking by, and two security guards have their backs turned to you, and you hear clearly over their radio, Warforged, approximately 6 feet tall, sideburns welded on, Irish sideburns welded onto the face, stowaway, call for backup before apprehending.
You are gonna want to eat.
But they don't see you as you just
What saunter on past?
saunter on past them. Yep.
All right. Anything else going on in the common area?
Well, as you head toward general, it kind of opens up and you see a massive buffet. It looks like a large stage and kind of entertainment area coming up. As you look around, there is a very, very noticeable table with an 8 to 10 foot Braden, except super swole, sitting by a lizard that eats bacon like Callahan, and what looks like a dragonborn.
You skip the fork because it just hurts you.
And I'm having a steak sandwich where the middle is steak and the bread is steak.
And here I am in the middle, just consuming a rational amount of food. How foolish of
It's
me.
a salad. Just
Look,
I got
after
salad, I got bacon, I got seafood, I got some of those
So,
little cakes. I
roll me
want to
2d6 as you analyze the room in this
Great.
zone.
I'm gonna see like how good those welds are.
Are
Okay.
you gonna rip off your sideburns?
He's got.
They're very distinctive. Checking sideburns.
Yeah. Let's just say I
Maybe they
probably
make
be better off throwing himself into the,
Let's
this
re-roll
thing.
at 6. Come on, 3.
come
Come
on.
on, 3.
Nope.
They are welded on. Not even like a
3 and
bolt you
1.
can undo. Like that. Yeah, that's 3. They're welded.
Okay.
There's not
What
even.
was the other check you wanted?
We call this wisdom save as you come in for the chicken.
Those are always my week. There's a 5 with a 4.
Actually, something good happens. Okay, so it's a failure with something good. I would like to keep this.
Okay.
You feel an overwhelming urge to sprint up to the stage with the empty microphone and start entertaining and introducing the next act.
You're a pleasure bot.
And I think the good thing that should happen is the crowd reacts favorably as the next act comes out.
Awesome.
Please tell me that he's got like a speaker like on each nipple. It's just
He hasn't found a
I will-
We don't know.
When I step off stage, I will head.
Yeah,
for
but
the
if he's
table.
going to the stage, we can
Yep.
see him.
Yeah, so you do hear
we
a,
might not-
and then you look up
Sideburns.
because the microphone gets tapped. Ladies and gentlemen, kobolds of all ages. Phil goes into. You look up to see a, and here's the thing: you can actually tell it's Phil. he is a Warforged, but even if he didn't have the welded on sideburns that make it really hard to miss, like the hair design, the glasses, like it's clearly Phil. And for some reason, he is doing a small stand-up introduction bit as if he was born to entertain.
So
Phil, you realize that inherently, you just feel like you were meant to be an entertainment host, and that just you're really good at entertaining, getting eyes on you.
Is that Phil, or am I even crazier than I'm already going?
and it has to be. Look at those sideburns.
And the next person, you know, they come on,
He's
piano
never
comes
been
on.
that eloquent, though.
You hear a whisper from the performer, like, "Hey,
Bart.
I don't know what happened to the other guy, but that was great, nice opening, thanks." And then there's a good applause for you in the opening as you go off. And now roll me a 2d6 to see who won the list.
That's an 8.
Well, it was an 8. Let's see what happens after you re-roll that 6.
It's a 5.
Fuck! It's a
Hey.
pair of 2s.
I was rooting for 5.
Isn't that nice?
A lot of people noticed. We'll get back to that.
Huh. Okay, so
Yeah.
rogue but sucks at it. Bard.
Is that
Okay, can I
Is he a rogue? I'm not sure.
can I do a minor illusion on my face?
He skitters. He has a bag of holding.
Brayden,
That's
I have you as having
You know what?
unusually
Yeah, that's
clear insight into bullshit situations because you have done the Shane thing before. So go ahead and roll me with a +1 on that.
Okay.
Since you are very much trying to figure out the pieces.
I'm terrified.
Yep, I'll give you that. So, you don't think they're a full class? You think Shane Chaos has just kind of picked and chosen specific things based on possible dice rolls. So, maybe a trinket here, an item there, a class ability there, because Nate did describe just inherently kind of knowing. That sounds very rangerish, but he doesn't have a bow or anything. Also brings up the question of what other little things maybe y'all have. Also, Phil brought a lot of attention to him on stage, but he was very, very good at what he did. Almost like he was made for that job.
And he is a warforged.
Might just
Purpose
be-
built.
Might just have a program. in his
Your
brain
dinkle
that
is
does that.
missing.
And since you three saw that, if you would like to do insight checks, go for it.
I think I know nothing.
Sad.
In fact, probably less than nothing.
Instead, it's intelligence, not.
Insight is
Traditionally,
It could be wisdom or intelligence. So,
Well,
I mean, I'm gonna have you re-roll that 4 to see what happens. I'm gonna have you re-roll that 5 to see what happens.
I don't like that.
Don't pair forward.
Well, you don't know much.
is lizard folk.
Oh,
that is unfortunate
it
for
was
all of us.
hanging on a 6 and flipped to a 2.
So we got a 2-2, a 2-2, and a 1-3. Great.
4 across the board.
You kind of feel this inkling like that's really weird that he would have something that none of you have, but you can't. There's a lot going on. You can't just pull it together right now. So there's a table with one person who looks familiar and one who looks like Callahan if he was a lizard. Which means, based on the fact you're metal, that's the dragon's probably Nate.
Okay.
He seems to be very conscientious of his tail.
Fuck, Brayden, I think we just failed the roll.
I love them. If there was inspiration here, I'd give you one.
I'm aware of the meta. I'm not telling him about it, but I
So-
know generally what's going on.
Whose tail is bigger?
Well, he's a dragon.
I'm sorry, what
I
was
was
that? I
busy.
was looking for more messages from Chaos Shades on my phone.
Just keep an eye out for something to do with Phil.
Where'd
Where'd he go?
I
Was he on
sh-
stage a moment ago?
I'm already at the table with you, gents.
Jesus, what the fuck?
That's-
What are you doing here?
I noted that his dinkle was missing.
He's a robot.
I,
They aren't built
uh,
with those traditionally.
They still have
It might
sideburns.
just be retractable. You know.
They do look pretty impressive too.
Hi, Phil.
I,
How you
uh,
Did you weld those on yourself? Those welds look awful.
Rusty. It's been since high school.
Yeah, they're rusty too. That is a problem.
I woke up in a jacuzzi.
Brayden, how much is that rust bother you?
Actually, there shouldn't be rust. I was just in a jacuzzi. I should be taking care of.
You were, but it was like from the neck.
Oh, that's true.
It doesn't bother me a lot. It's just annoying.
You know what's enough? Let's take a roll.
Interesting.
2 and a 6.
I'm gonna let you have this one. It's really annoying, and so you just kind of reach out, and you feel just kind of this tingling burst, and they look good. The rust is gone, and it's almost like you restored him to his previous state.
Got some lay on hands action going on
I'm pretty sure that's
there.
ending.
Forge.
Or it could
Nice.
be a lesser restoration. Take your pick based on how you want it.
Nice. Why, thank you. Like I said, I woke up in the spot. I feel amazing. No knee pain.
I mean, I'd be mad at you, but I started off here basically.
Hey, you started off cramped in a halfling.
I could have
I'm
done
not gonna share that.
Fair enough. Way to go.
So Braden, how did you do that? How did you do that?
I don't know. I just wanted it to go away, and it went away.
Is he radiating any kind of heat?
Is he?
I mean, a little bit because he had been like bathing in hot oil, but nothing that's gonna throw people off.
I'm gonna give him a snuggle.
I appreciate you.
Keep scooting his chair.
Yeah.
Like every time he scoots it over.
He just keeps getting. He's the guy who doesn't get the hit. Just keeps
He's
closing the
apparently
bit.
as cold-blooded as his reptilian scales would suggest. And you are the warmest thing in the room at the moment, apart from the rapidly cooling steam tray.
The other thing we probably need to be aware of, I had a ticket and I tried to find my room and it had expired.
Oh, I've got
So,
one of those.
I'm
I'm
gonna
a
look for the ticket again because this is weird. Why don't I have a ticket?
I'm not saying it helped much because mine was expired and now they know I'm a stowaway or not supposed to be here.
Well,
Same thing as last time. Cool.
You know, I'll give you a fine chance. Reroll at 3.
Oh, boo!
I rolled it into a 1.
gave him a chance,
You did.
folks. I gave him a chance.
Wow.
And the fate said 9.
Callahan, you've got a ticket. Does yours like say anything on it?
That's a good question. Does it say anything on it?
Says 1 passenger, full cruise benefits.
I mean, not much.
Okay, I mean that's helpful.
There's no expiration date.
On the back, there's a little barcode.
Okay.
So you have one that
Follow-up question.
We should figure out what that.
How did you know that the ticket that you had wasn't legitimate?
I asked F if that room was connected to my room.
You wanted to know if you had a spa adjacent room.
I don't
Okay,
remember
yeah,
where I-
okay.
Look, I needed to know where I was going.
And how did that turn out for you, pray tell?
Yeah, you just find your way to the bay.
Um,
Everybody knows that.
I learned this, and I pop out a squirrel with symbols.
What a context-free explanation.
Fucking wish PJ was here to die at that.
And I will throw it over my shoulder.
Towards the
Just
bay.
yeet it.
Inverse.
So,
That looked edible.
way to not answer my question in weeks. Let's try this again. How did you know?
Excuse me, sir. You feel a tap on your shoulder.
Sorry about the squirrel.
You see like 5 cruise members in white shirts and shorts, looking fairly buff, not Goliath buff, but very clean. May we have a word, please?
Just a second. We were in the middle of a
No,
conversation.
we weren't. Please, go.
I don't know this man.
You asked the question of
I-
how I knew it wasn't working
I
out.
don't know you.
Sir, can we just see your ticket real quick, please?
I left it with F in the spa. If you'd like to check with him, please do.
I see. Sir, you're gonna need to come with us.
I figured that was that was going to be the thing. Did you see the squirrel I just yeeted? It needs to be found.
At like 15 feet, it disappeared. It's clear that Phil is not the magic user, as he does not know how mind works. But he can do it.
I mean, I think it sounds like Bard is probably a good evaluation.
Mhm.
Do you like crab leg?
Sorry, is he here? Are you
I don't
gentlemen
think I
here with
eat.
him?
I don't
No.
know.
He just came up to our table and started talking.
Does
I
he
mean,
have a mouth?
seems pleasant, but
I'm gonna need you all to roll 2d6 for convincing.
shit.
You have +1 charisma.
I do.
Shit.
Okay. Over here, away from Nathan's dice.
Ooh.
Damn.
6 and a 4. I like it.
You know, let's retry this just for the trifecta. You can also roll your 6 if you would like. By which I mean you're going to.
It tried.
He's a
It did
fool.
try.
You at least have something good happen.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Now I'm sure it's just a clerical error of some.
Okay, so Callahan, you have a yellow ticket.
I do.
Do you give yours to them?
I had it out on the table because I was showing everyone
Okay,
else.
so they're going to scan it.
Okay.
Expired.
Come on, man! I'm gonna get shot.
I'm sorry, sir. Well, neither did he, whether it was expired or not. It was whether or not he had to give his ticket. Oh, that's unfortunate. And, do either of you gentlemen have tickets? Or are these back at your room? We can cross-check reservations if we need.
Right, and I figured out the fucking roll we failed. It's not a good one.
I see.
Tickets.
Yes, if we could
Do you have your
cross-check-
silver watch out? Or did you put it back? I remember you were all emptying pockets. I don't remember.
Could we do a roll for that? Sir?
Yeah. Go for it.
Let's see.
Damn.
Now's a good time for a good roll.
Yeah.
Let's roll at 6 to see if it holds up. It holds up. Yeah.
Became
With
a
the
four.
bonus.
Excellent.
Okay, so yeah,
So yeah, it is out.
they see so much.
He is dark. Welcome in.
Oh,
I
there
did.
you are now. All right. So, oh, yep. You have the premium watch. Thank you, sir. We appreciate your service on this cruise.
Of course.
And then they look at you, and they really look at you. Like, I'm gonna say the good thing is that they're very suspicious that you don't have a ticket readily available, but they're not necessarily quick to push the issue, seeing as how you're bigger than their two biggest guys combined. So you might have a little bit of wiggle room, depending how you want to play this.
Pause
Look,
for
man.
just a second. Shane fact was redeemed.
It was Dark Turtle Games.
Thank you, Dark.
That's a fact.
So, one of my favorites I learned from the past month. Apparently, depending on weather, like the nectar can it can basically ferment enough to get bees drunk. If a bee gets drunk and comes back to the hive, there are bees whose sole job is to basically say, "Nah, buddy, go off and sleep it off," to keep it away from the queen and from infecting the honey. So there are literally bouncer bees whose whole job is to reject drunk bees and make them go sleep it off before they can come back. And that's my
kind of cool.
That's my favorite shade fact I've learned the past few months.
The more you learn about bee culture,
Yeah.
it's just bizarre.
I just love that this bouncer has two jobs: stay
No.
away from our queen, stay away from the honey. Go sleep it off, buddy. They're literally equivalent of, look, buddy, you can go anywhere you want, but you can't stay here. Just go sleep it off. Go find a park bench. Try not to get eaten by birds. Sober up. Come back.
Uh-huh.
And the fact they can tell that you drank the alcoholic nectar.
Well, in all fairness to them, their main job is to watch out for bees that are acting fucking weird to make sure they're not bringing disease.
I mean, like them and ants are basically
But being-
literally like hive minds on Earth.
Yeah,
They're
but
kind
like
of
when bees show up, they do their little dance,
Mhm.
and they can tell when they're fucking it up.
Yeah.
That's what's going on.
I like to imagine there's like one bee. It's like, God damn it, Sean. I know you're not drunk, but you have like 4 left feet, and you're
I
not
know
getting
you're
back
not
in
drunk. I know you're just stupid, but I'm gonna have to do so much paperwork.
here. I can't let you in. Just get the steps right, man. What is your problem?
Go out, practice, come back in half an hour. We'll see how you do.
I mean, one of the biggest things I learned in college, which tells you where my focus was in college, it's what stuck with me. If it's a 1, 2, 3 dance, I'm very good. I can pick up on those. If it's 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm fucked. That 4, I don't know why it throws me off that badly, but I can do 1, 2, 3. If it's 1, 2, 3, 4, like a waltz, fuck me. No, it's just not.
Waltz is a 1, 2, 3.
It depends which one you're doing.
Yeah, I was gonna say they
There's
come
the
in
four
both
waltz?
flavors.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so a 1, 2, 3 dance I pick up very well. I can lead a 1, 2, 3. If it's triangle, I'm good. 1, 2, 3, 4. I tried. She tried to teach me so many times. I stepped on her foot so many times. Just no. That's 4. It's one more move, Shane. I know. Some of us are just meant to dance the 3 beat, I guess. Anyhow, which of you was I fucking with? Ah,
Hi.
Hey, you have some ability to possibly talk your way out because of your enormous swole braided size.
Punch him in the face.
Nice one, Jules.
He does 1, 2, 3, forgot.
And then Shane first play. Yeah, you did get a 2-for-1 dart. There you go.
Good.
Big return day.
So look, I'm gonna look. You guys for a second.
Well,
You see-
that would be a nice change of pace.
You see the size of that ticket over there?
Mm-hmm.
The one that I would struggle to pick up, let alone put in a pocket.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, have you seen these sausage-like fingers? They're not real good for the delicate work.
Like the biggest one back is a half. It's like, yeah, I get that. And you notice like he's actually like missing tops of 2 fingers, which probably doesn't help, but it seems like the time not to bring it up.
No, it's like, so you understand. Trying to carry these delicate things around all the time, losing them in creases in my armor or wherever else. It sucks. I did the best I could with it. If you want to check my room, you can. I'm not going to stop you because you're just doing your job.
Roll me a 2d6, and do you have anything that gives you a +1 on this?
Insight into bullshit situations?
Oh yeah, yeah, I take that. You've got a good, thing
Feels
going.
like cheating.
Well,
Interesting.
Well, that gets you up to a 7.
It
but
does.
a good. You know, I gave you 2 chances, and it was nice before those, so I feel like I have to ask you to reroll that.
I really,
You have a 50-50 chance of making it work, though.
yeah, we've seen how that's worked this evening.
It could be a 3.
It could be a 3.
Could be a 6.
That's not as good, but I'll take a 5.
Yep, that's a pass. Solid pass. Like, no, we get that. You seem like the honest type. You're being pretty reasonable about this. Like, you get the sense that the fact that you didn't like immediately buff up and go intimidate, they're actually kind of inclined to believe you, if for no other reason than it makes their job way easier just to.
I get that. Path
Yeah.
of least resistance.
Yeah, I mean, worst comes to worst, they can always go to the next stock. Just call the port authorities. Make it their problem.
I'm cool with that arrangement. That buys me time,
Yeah.
which is what I.
So, gentlemen with the expired tickets.
Don't fucking point at me.
You have an expired ticket?
I mean, technically, F has it now.
He is very good at his job.
Can I get that back?
Roll a 2d6 to see if you get punched in the face or not.
8.
Reroll at 6.
6 plus 1 plus 2 because I +1 to taking damage, +1 to Constitution.
And you know, minor good things, so it counts as a pass. I'm gonna say he is really tempted to take a swing at you. And you get the feeling that he actually has a way to hurt you despite you being made out of metal. But the last second he just kind of huffs back and holds back and tries the diplomatic route again. No, sir, you cannot get your expired and or counterfeit ticket back.
Fair. Just a weird day. Carry on.
Uh-huh.
I'll stand up and
All right.
follow.
We're gonna take you gentlemen to the security office.
Third time I've been booked.
Roll 2d6 for making a run for it.
No, make a run.
He's
Not gonna make a
shoveling
run for it.
food.
Yeah, I'm
Ah,
getting extra
okay.
food. Food in my maw, and then I'll just grab my box.
You sure you don't want to make a run for it while we're distracted with him?
Well, they're distracted with who?
Him? You can try.
I wouldn't mind trying to hide behind Brayden.
I'm very hideable.
You might want to go a little farther. than that, but-
They're kind of around the table. I think they would see a size considering. But
Behind the buffet? That way I'm close to the food.
I mean, you skitter away, get
That
some.
does
distance,
seem
you
like
can
the
probably
exact
hide.
short-sighted Callahan plan
Yeah.
that I would believe in you to come up with.
On
Yeah,
the
I'm-
wrong side of the
Yeah, I'm gonna
buffet.
say they're not gonna beat you because they can tell that you're making a sprint for the buffet and not away. But you only get a tray full of fried okra. Like you,
God, I hate okra.
like you thought you were
I
getting. like,
hate
some
okra in the real world.
Yeah.
Meta okra is worse.
Yeah, like you thought you were getting at the very least tater tots, maybe some cheesy tots, maybe some like bacon loaded tots, but no, it was big mouthful of okra. So
Oh,
the good part is you're not getting beaten.
Brandon, are your dice mixing with the?
Yes,
Yeah, grade 3 was picking them up.
That's kind of great, actually.
Yeah, I have no notes for that. I'm gonna keep using them because I think it's funny now.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 would recommend again.
They really do.
Yeah, do you even
don't
notice
they?
that? That's
Yeah, they're
kind of awesome.
I mean, I can see where they're supposed to be.
Yeah, they're just
I
They're
mean,
little black chunks.
I mean, the
Yeah.
grade
yeah,
3
you
even
can
picks
see
up
the
like.
dots on them still, but they're black on not
Black. Yeah, that's funny.
I mean, the green screen even like partially picks up on your blue shirt. Like,
Yeah, it freaks
it's
out on
got
my
a pretty-
blue
It's
shirt,
got a pretty wide range of stuff it'll pick up on.
I like it.
Yeah, no notes.
especially on that camera. When I step in front of that camera, it freaks out with my shirt. This one over here. it's
So
really well
you see
with-
half your party about to get walked off to security. Would you like to try and resolve this issue? You just gonna let them go? How are you two feeling about the current situation?
Hey guys, I know this one. Is it cool if I come along just to see what happens to him? I'd at least like to know if like he's getting put in the break to get thrown off at the next port or something.
Well, of course, sir. You have premium Silver Watch, so as you know, that comes with the full access to the ship services.
Appreciate
So,
it, thank you. Just want to make sure that I'm not going to be stepping on
What
anybody's.
is gonna happen?
Hmm?
Out of curiosity.
It depends how much we like you and whether this is just expired or whether it's counterfeit.
I see.
You're used to Shane bullshit. Why don't you roll me some insight?
I'm not involved in this.
Yep. No, you're not.
3 and a 2.
I don't know them.
No, no.
No, I don't know him. I'm not involved with you. I am not rocking the boat. Yeah,
It's a pretty big boat. You can do a lot before it starts rocking.
I'm a pretty big dude.
Well, generally, we're pretty much put them in a holding cell. If it's just expired, then they can pay a few fines, and we can usually work around that the next port. If it's counterfeit, it depends how much we like them or don't.
That's completely reasonable.
You can work
Let's
on this
assume
host.
don't. How's that go for it?
They look at the guy who clearly stole premium spa services from actual paying customers. Keel hauling. You feel a shiver go down your spine as you just somehow inherently know you have a severe weakness to salt water.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't think about that part.
There you
Oh,
go.
no.
Now we've caught up to the game.
My knees! They're freshly oiled.
You'll be fucking fine. You don't need to breathe.
Shark
Oh, wait,
diving.
no, they roll you under the entire thing.
Or-
You're fucked.
If you two are willing to work it off via entertainment, we can come to a contract arrangement, and after the first night, we can get you a blue ticket. Not as good as a yellow, but it's a temporary replacement that'll at least get you to port. And we won't throw you in jail.
Well, can we find out which one it is, if it's expired or counterfeit?
He was a good entertainer.
Yeah, that was a really nice introduction, by the way. Like
You're not involved.
I could not believe.
Thanks for the
I
amazing
could not
knowledge.
believe you stepped up there, but
No one's going to enjoy that, but they might pay to see it.
Right. Yes.
but yeah, if you need to visit with these now what's the word we're looking for?
Stowaways?
Degenerates.
Freeloaders.
They're looking through the guide. Let's see. Be polite. Use the term.
I'll peek over a shoulder.
Chuckle fucks. If you would like to discuss with these two chuckle fucks,
Ah,
then,
That's a good list of words.
right. Yeah, makes my
Is that standard issue? Like
Yeah.
issue?
Yeah, training once you get security.
Wow.
I would love to accompany.
Okay.
You gonna be coming along, Brandon?
I have to solve. Can I whistle?
I don't have one of those pocket watches.
Oh, he has a +1 for that. So if
Oh,
You
well,
wanna
then
be
you're
real
with
I'll
close?
be the +1. That sounds
Hell
great.
yeah.
You make a lovely couple, and then they start marching towards security, which is the opposite direction of where you all came from. You hit the general area.
But would you be a dear and get me 2 red ones just so that I can actually roll things on the table?
Yep.
Because I didn't even think of that.
Although I love those little things we don't think about.
Oh, yeah.
Good
Thank you.
catch. Yep.
I'll take your greens.
Oh yeah, you probably put those back.
And you got the big ones even so people could see what you were doing.
I know, and that's
Black factors, yeah.
In fairness, you could at least, I've been rolling them across the table so you could still see them on the left one, but not the right one. The green screen's only on the right.
That's kind of great.
I know. The things you learn.
All right.
We're highly professional content creators, folks.
It's true.
Okay, so you go to security. They do a basic search. Let's see. Can't find anything extra on Phil or Callahan.
I never did a person check. I just
Sure
checked my
fucking
locker.
did.
Nope, you did not. Yep, they grab.
Can I assist?
They look at you oddly as they grab the studded leather armor that it makes no sense for you to be carrying.
I know. It was in the locker.
Did you steal from another guest?
No, it was in the room with me.
Say, shut up.
Okay.
It was very confusing.
So Phil, as they search you,
Even I know that
they
one.
find a disguise kit.
Oh no.
That would have been handy.
Which might have been useful earlier.
Is it a pair of sunglasses and a giant Bob Ross wig?
Well, it's kind of crazy because they're ridiculous props, like the glasses with the nose,
Yeah.
or whichever mustache. But as they kind of like put it on him, they seem genuinely confused at how much it changes his appearance. To you all, it doesn't. He's just the same. But it's almost like a Clark Kent Superman thing. Like any of these apparently would have worked.
I'm just
Carrot top
gonna
wig,
exchange
everything.
glances with you.
Oh my fucking god, you never searched his goddamn pockets.
Yep. And,
I didn't think about it.
you also have an Elvish to Common dictionary, at which point you realize you can understand Elvish.
Huh.
They find
Fuck, where-
Callahan a giant to Common dictionary.
I got a giant?
Yes, you apparently understand. Callahan also has a certificate from some place called Kokomo Community College
Ooh, I'm educated.
for an associate's degree in spa therapy.
Interesting.
I'm working my things off.
And Phil has the same thing for entertainment hosting from the same college.
Huh.
Would the two of you left like to roll another insight check?
Yes.
I mean, you know, yeah. You suddenly.
6 and 5.
Oh, look, you found it.
Yay.
6 and 5. Ethan and I are apparently dice twins.
One brain cell.
When it doesn't matter at all, I appreciate
I literally changed the dice and we're still dice twins.
that. So, Nathan,
Yes.
you could drive this boat. You don't know how you know that, but you could drive this motherfucker if you could find where the wheel is.
It's like a
You're
hydrant.
convinced of it. You could helmsman the shit out of this.
Interesting.
Brayden, you know the difference between a Manhattan, a highball, a Canadian whiskey and Coke. Like, you suddenly realize you know how to mix about 270 drinks from memory. And,
Those giant sausages.
you're not sure how you know this, you just,
It makes big
you
drinks.
just do.
Big drinks.
Yeah, look, I mixed them in bulk.
Long Island iced tea. That's the way to go.
Yeah, I had so many of those in Alaska. Those are dangerous.
Yeah. They're so good. And then you go to stand up.
Yeah, because you mix like 7 shots and they mix, and then it's like, this is fine. I've only had 3.
Yeah. I didn't know what a Long Island iced tea was when I had my first one.
Yeah.
I just drank it. I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. All right. And
Neither did I. The laughing should have been a clue, but I was just happy to get free drinks.
they
so,
sold
yeah.
pictures of Long Island iced tea in Myrtle or in Columbia, South Carolina.
I was gonna say, were you like in Madison, or you had to have been in a beachfront town or a spring break town?
It was, it was
nice.
Pictures are big enough for me to do the mixing.
that's right.
Oh god.
Yep. And then they do what looks like kind of a little bit of a scan on both of you, and they have on this face was willing to just kind of look at it. They look at you. Is that bacon?
Probably. Is he looking down?
No, he is like pointing to the side, like like he's trying to distract you. Like, is that bacon? You can roll resist if you want.
I was gonna say
Temptation is real.
bacon.
Ooh, yeah, he's clearly
That's boxcars.
yeah.
Yeah.
There is a hand reaching for a muzzle.
That is racist and offensive, and you will be hearing from my lawyer.
Look,
Phil?
listen here, Stowaway. We
Get
are
the muzzle.
listen here,
Get the muzzle.
listen here, Stowaway. We are not having you blast out the glass from the cells. Not happening. We can do this the easy way. We can do this the hard way.
What's the hard way? Phil? Discuss it with him.
Roll 2d6 to dodge.
They didn't talk about heal.
Oh,
Let's re-roll that 5.
They're worried about him blasting out of the cells.
Okay, so that's a success, but with something bad happening. I'm gonna say they don't get the muzzle on you. You're gonna take a pretty good knock to the head as 2 of them jump at you. So just we're gonna put a dazed thing on you in the moment.
Exercise. I'll save you all. No exercise.
Aw.
It's like she really enjoys the return.
Oh, it's a hand. Yep.
Now do the alligator. Just do it.
Nom nom nom. Nom nom nom. I'm clearly
Get
not
out of here.
very cultured. What are they worried about with him?
Biting fingers, I'm assuming.
No, they said blasting
don't
out the
know.
glass of the cells.
I think burning?
Go ahead and roll me insight. And you get a +1 because the Shane bullshit.
I was gonna ask. Well, I got a 9 with a 4. So.
And I got a 6 with a 4.
It sounds like they're worried that he has some kind of super thaumaturgy ability, and they don't want him because they have glass. Because what kind of savages have actual bars on a cruise ship? Sure. So they're worried that he can just.
a room with a lock.
They're serious. They're worried he can legitimately voice blow out the extra thick glass,
Interesting.
Weird.
which he seems to have no knowledge he has the ability.
Well, now is not the time to share it.
And so,
I kind of like to, but
I'm not going quietly.
I don't want
And
to
so
sacrifice
since you-
my coaching position.
And so since
Yeah,
you
right.
have both seen, since you seem to have you've seen a cantrip and you've seen one who seems to have it. Actually, you can both make an inner perception check because you've seen how this works. You get the idea. You should each have one too when you haven't figured that out yet. So if you two want to roll insight check, go for it.
Works for me.
They're doing that. I'm doing my best to keep myself in between, to keep Phil in between me and
I
the
mean,
guards.
you know the one I'm going to ask you to reroll.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Would you like me to re-roll my 5, or am I good?
I would.
All right. That is
That-
4 and a 1.
that is
plus
technically
1 for
better than you
wisdom,
were
So I'd say total of 6.
Neat.
Jesus.
Brandon lost his magic ability.
I would say the bad thing is you have not figured out how to do it because you failed. But I'd say the good thing is you have an inkling of what you can. You're thinking. You keep thinking sacred flame. You keep thinking you should be able to cause fire, but you try it and it's just not connecting. You don't know what you're missing, but you have an inkling that that's in there somewhere.
Okay, good to know.
Ooh. So catastrophic failure, huh?
It is technically a 7.
Yeah. Kind of like how a 20 and 1 are technically something else.
I'm just
So,
saying.
I appreciate your gumption. It's very much appreciated. That being said, ...
I had to try.
Yep. Appreciate the effort as always.
This is bullshit. I passed my check and I'm still gonna catastrophically fail.
Enjoy sucking.
Yep.
I think an appropriate one is that you become convinced that you know the wrong.
Oh, well, I'm pretty sure I already am convinced of that because I wrote mending on my card. And you told me it was not mending.
Yeah. You have an inkling that since it's your favorite, for some reason, that random way he is, you think you have Featherfall.
That could be in handy.
That would be.
I am large.
Especially when jumping off of tall areas, you should try it.
And I think until you get a better roll, that's a thought that's not going to.
That's valid.
Yep.
As they continue to dodge around,
Uh-huh.
I will scream, I thought we were talking about work conditions!
Look, can you talk some sense into him? If he promises not to use that bullshit, we'll keep the muzzle off. But if he does, I am punting him to the fucking sharks.
Okay, Callahan, do you promise to not break their glass by screaming like the world's loudest bitch?
That's gonna be hard.
Yes. Yes! He's
Are
not-
you aware that they are actually going to murder you if you do? They are actually going to murder you if you do. Don't break their glass, okay?
Yes!
Okay. You're gonna want to hang it on a peg next to the thing just in case, but I think he's good.
Okay. And you see the one who you dodged twice just go like,
Keep in my box.
they don't care about you. All right, we'll get the entertainment director down here, and they agreed to work it off. Just buy the ticket. Did you really think you were? Did you think you were gonna stow away in premium and get away with it?
Technically, I just woke up. I was in Cedar Rapids this morning.
I don't understand what you're saying.
That's perfectly fine. I understand. My cell, good sir.
They show you one adjacent.
What's in there?
How long do you think it's going to be before he realizes he doesn't actually sleep?
I give him 8 minutes.
Charitable. I'll take the over-under on that.
I like to
Took me
think
like
that's
2 hours to fall asleep
long
last
one.
night. So.
And you see you do sign in, sir, since you have the silver watch and he is your guest, just that we have records. And as you do, there is a ping on their tablet. Like, oh, you have a message incoming. It'll be here in 4 minutes. Would you two like coffee while you wait?
Dang, I wish I had a watch, but I'm glad to be your +1.
Glad to have you, Evan.
Could you have +2?
No. No coffee for me, thank
Okay. And they show you just kind of a nice little waiting room.
That's what I'm asking.
They just go back to doing work in the waiting room. You're kind of alone there. So if you wanted to try yet again to search for hidden items, you have one more chance before a
Can I do
message
that?
arrives. They just search you before they do this up. You're pretty sure they.
Well, I'm glad you.
Well, Brandon, you're wonderful. You're wonderfully consistent. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Here's my pair of 2s to present you again.
So many of them. Anyway, let's re-roll that 6.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
3!
So that is a 3 and a 2.
3.
I think the unfortunate thing is you don't know what's coming.
I don't like that. That's probably fair.
Scales about
Oh, I'm great.
I ran out of water because I drank all night.
I'm all down. How you feeling?
And thanks, Wes. Appreciate the well wishes for Jane.
Oh yeah, appreciate it, man. Yeah, it's going to be a tempting for a few days, for a few weeks here, but enjoying it, taking advantage of my time off, and then I'll be back to work, and we'll see what happens. So, but thank you for stopping by. I love the fact Nathan's sides have been so helpful to the DM. He's not trying to throw the game, but he is giving me all the ammo that I really, and I appreciate that in a player.
Yeah, I can see that.
Also, how are we for time? Do we need to wrap this up by 10? Do we want to do a part 2 next week? Since our one-shots do tend to be too far.
And say, I'm not overly worried about it.
Okay.
My day tomorrow is going to be pretty dull, so.
Me and Nate do have to drive.
Yeah. That's what I'm asking, so. Do a quick checkup. This is on 17.
What magic cards are framed behind me? That is a War of the Spark uncut sheet. So it's a rare and mythic sheet for War of the Spark.
And it's very, very pretty in person as well.
It is very
yeah.
foil-like, very much
Yes.
given to him for mistakes.
Indeed. It was actually kind of cool. I'm glad I got it instead of the thing I was trying to buy.
Well, so I think we'll probably do this 2-part, but you guys good with you and Phil go with going to 10 since you guys have to do the driving and stuff.
I'm okay.
Okay.
We
I can stay here all fucking night if I need to.
Okay. So you good to 10?
we can run it till 10. Yeah.
Okay, yep, that's fine. If you go early, just let us know. So, 'cause I don't know. We're gonna get this done in 40 minutes, and I'm having a pretty good time screwing with you. So
That's great.
yeah, a good setup.
Yeah, we are happy to have Shane back, even though it's temporary.
Yeah,
We are working on trying to find ways to get him more into content, but schedules suck.
They do. They do.
yeah, yep. The job's amazing. Schedules suck. So, what can you do? So anyhow, so to Drew, you did your normal search, and then yep, you don't know what's coming. Great.
I don't like that.
And yet you had 4 different roles to change your fate, and here we are.
Even being aware of the fucking meta out there, I have no way to know what the fuck is happening.
No, because by
so
definition, you don't know what's coming.
That seems like classic Shane.
Yeah,
Really is.
you're aware of the meta, but you still don't see it coming.
At least I know that some iteration of me will survive, even if this one is crushed into a meaty pulp.
I mean, we did go hand
Probably
column
develop
28.
I mean, I guess logically that makes sense because multiverse theory applies to everybody.
So after 3 minutes, there is a knock on the door.
People sleep over.
No, because I will not wake up that early to drive to the bus.
Do those kids really need school anyway?
I like my kids. They're nice kids.
Well, that's good.
That's good, at least.
And so they come in, and there's a goblin wearing all purple, big feather boa hat, yellow boa, just completely pimped out 70s pimp look,
I like it.
killing the style.
He's a pimplin.
Pimp goblin.
Mm.
Just completely killing look. Comes in, looks backward. Mr. Nathan
Here.
hands you a seal letter. The seal is a dice with 4 dots on it.
I don't know.
Question. When we showed up and shit was all going to shit,
Mhm.
were we planning to play this game tonight, or were we doing something entirely different?
Well, in this universe,
Yes, in this iteration.
this iteration, the general thought was they were going to figure out why Shane with no powers sent them to another world.
No, no.
Goblin sounds
I
conspicuous.
showed up for a meeple stream.
Gotcha.
Were we planning on streaming this game?
Yes.
Jeez, son of a bitch.
Now, is that in Sylvan or is that in Common? Or both?
That one's in common.
Okay.
Yeah, that tracks.
Pop that open. Thank you, sir.
He puts his hand out for a tip.
I'm going to search through my pockets to see if I have any spare change, including checking for like secret hidden pockets under the arm.
Go for it.
4 to 1.
I will say the good thing is that you find change.
Oh, good.
And he looks quite happy with the tip, lifts the hat. What's up? I like the dual meta thing to happen. You found another way to roll. I found a way to screw you out before. Yeah. That was good. I like that.
So, yeah, pop open that letter, see what the fuck it says. What do we got here?
Yeah, okay. Your team building mission will be obvious once you ask ask and answer the most obvious question.
Mr. Braden, do you have any idea what the fuck he's on?
What's the team building mission?
It's the team building mission.
To float our boat.
Nothing happened.
That was the obvious question.
It was pretty obvious. That might have been so obvious that he didn't even think of that.
Classic Shane. Overthinking the answer.
It happens. Okay.
Was there an elephant in the basement?
No,
No,
he has
I
that
know the
question.
answer to that question. Sadly.
Stories for later.
So, Dwarf comes in, to both of you. Okay, so here's a contract for entertainment. You want a blue ticket. This will give you all the equivalent of the yellow ticket, with the exception of the non-expiration. This will only be good for 1 stop as opposed to 3. However, this will keep you from... Of course, you agree to work for the rest of the day as entertainment. Once we get through the main show, you will be free to enjoy the amenities as a normal patron as you see fit. However, you may have to bunk together in the general lodging. Do you want to do the rest of the cruise in the jail, or do you want to work it off?
Oh, right, work.
Sign here.
Wait, do I know how to write?
Yeah, it's a bit tricky with the claw, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Let's say, if there's an equal, I'll just...
it's just a claw. Yeah, with the claw. I mean, you've done those, working. It works like those do, as in barely, but it does.
Okay.
They offer the same thing to you.
Sure.
Okay.
I thought for sure you were going to go with, I'm good with jail.
Yep, they stamp both. Like, all right, guys, they're good.
It
Cool.
was a hard choice.
They open cells. All right, you can both follow me. We'll get you all prepped up. Oh, well, you're a civil member. You have free tickets to the show anyway. So it'll be in 6. That'll be in 2 hours. So you should be good to go at that point, and we'll get them all prepped up, and then you can, you know.
If we'd like to go and freshen up before the show, where would our room be?
And they look at the sort of watches. Mr. Nathan +1. You are in penthouse. Ooh, A2. Fancy. Thank you. And then they
It wasn't the B4.
show you. Yeah, they show you a little map. It's getting you kind of further away from general, but you are also closer to the auditorium. There's apparently
Nice.
an entire auditorium on this ship.
Nice.
So, the dwarf leads you two off to prep. And then, okay, so you have a couple gnomes come out. They start doing measurements. And they like the tuxedo. And, so, are you shield or two-handed?
This is going to be good.
I'm going to start trying to do things with one of my hands. Was I able to eat ambidextrous?
Yeah, you're pretty good.
Okay.
Like, you figure out how to make them work.
Yeah, it looks like it's
2
a
claws.
duo.
Okay. Do you want a buckler?
I have a degree in spa therapy.
Think you'd be able to afford a ticket with that.
Clearly, someone who has never met someone with a degree in spa.
What's the show?
Oh, you both sign up to go in the arena.
I didn't read the fine print. Can I read?
That's already could.
I need to see my contract. Do I want a buckler? What are my options?
I mean, you can choose a butler. You
I'm
can
gonna go out on a
choose
limb and
not to
assume
have
this
one.
is the Cadia type Coliseum, except instead of being 100 guests.
And the fact that you never learned to read the contract after having fallen for this again just made my
The fact
I'm
that
not
this
gonna
happened
lie.
twice. Like, if I had a nickel, I'd have 2 nickels, but it's weird that
I
it
mean,
happened twice.
Isn't it actually weird?
I'm not gonna lie. The meta for me was watching Brayden try to keep a straight face as he knew exactly what was going on, as no one read the contract.
I mean, I'll take a buckler. I thought for sure it was gonna be spa.
And what do they say about making assumptions?
You're a jerk.
Yeah, that's a good summary of it.
I guess buckler
Okay, it's like
and my box. I'm gonna need my box.
they look at like the stud leather armor you have, and it's like I don't.
I have no clue either.
Okay, so axe, sword, fist,
Do you have?
warhammer.
I was gonna go with that, but I think. Do you have metal baseball bats?
Yeah, sure.
Sweet.
They hand you 2 Louisville Sluggers.
I'm wielding a broken jacket.
You have nasty claws wrapped around,
In fairness,
holding
that
it
bottle
there.
is going to be way more dangerous than those.
Yeah, that is. Nobody's gonna want to fight the fucking lizard. That's terrifying.
Yeah, exactly.
I really have.
So while they are figure out what they're up to, very sweet. Like, you know, separate rooms, separate bathrooms, good balcony. It's kind of like a kind of high up. You even have like some wing. Like you know how the main captain's kind of has wide wings, so you can really get a look. Yours are smaller because you don't want to block their view, but you have a little bit of a wing there. What would either one of you like to investigate or check out?
Do we have? Is there any luggage in here?
Doesn't seem to be. Seems to be everything that's kind of provided. There is a balcony. There is a loaded fridge. Booze is in there. So are just general small snacks.
Neat.
Is there a TV in our room?
There is.
I'm gonna turn on the TV.
You see kind of the general loading screen, and then it goes to, you know how a lot of cruises or tours have like the closed circuit, so you get there. So like, thank you for being a special guest here. We hope your stay at Titanic Cruises is an exceptional one,
Oh no.
and that you
Well,
enjoy your penthouse stay.
They could just be in Titan.
Did that TV just say what I think it just said?
Yep, and if I had to guess, Chaos God Shane is probably making him a little reference here.
You don't say.
Good news is I know how to steer a boat.
To release the Kraken.
Bad news is it's not my job right
Okay. Well, my advanced degree in being a master mixologist is not going to save us from an iceberg, metaphorical or otherwise.
now. I'm sorry,
The
what?
biggest drink ever.
I can mix drinks.
You know what? That makes about as much sense as anything else here. Fuck, you'd probably be half fucking decent at it.
Probably. Where are we?
The TV flips on after welcoming you to Titanic Cruises and says, "Oh, by the way, your your seats to the show tonight have been reserved for the Blood Pit. Section A. Would you like splatter zone? Question mark.
Blood pit.
Pick up the remote, find the thing where they've just got buttons labeled yes and no on there.
Mm-hmm.
Hit yes.
Excellent. Fully reserved. tonight's contestants, and you see a series of pictures. You see a couple displacer beasts. You see some tins, and then you see a list of stowaways, which include pictures of Callahan the Lizard Man and Bill the Warforged.
Does his picture have him in like full "I'm going to shove a bottle into your throat" mode?
It actually has like an embarrassing company photo of like his unhinged jaw.
I was to say, or
I
mugshots.
see. They took the CCTV footage. Beautiful.
Correct me if I'm wrong. That's not the contracts they were told they were supposed to be getting.
That's not the contract. That's not the contracts they were
They
told
said
they were getting.
entertainment.
Yeah, they didn't clarify what kind of entertainment it was.
There were a lot of assumptions, not much reading.
You know what? That tracks.
Yeah, a little bit.
You assume I'm gonna read when I didn't even check my person.
Was the obvious
I assumed you would,
question,
and I was
what's
kinda
the
ready
name
for
of
me.
the ship?
I sure do hope not.
I do too. It might also be.
You know Shane bullshit. Go ahead and roll. Then you're +1.
Hey, a 10 with a 4,
Hey,
which makes it 11.
The chaotic Shane warped you all to a cruise ship, and you didn't ask what the name of the ship was?
No, because I didn't want to know.
I feel like that counts as your 4 answer for insight.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Mhm.
Well, that appears to be the obvious question. So I'm pretty sure I know what the team building exercise is probably going to be, if history is any kind of teacher. And Shane being a history buff. Yep.
the fuck is the team building exercise for a bunch of fucking randos on the fantasy Titanic?
Our job is to make sure it doesn't sink.
God fucking damn it.
Yep.
I mean, I might, but I'm not sure how that would help you. You hear Shane's voice behind you.
I'm actually going to turn around this time. Is there a Shane there?
There is. He apparently took the comment about his gesture hat a bit personally, and it's kind of more of a Irish beret now.
Oh, much better.
I feel compelled to tell you that it's worse. I don't know why.
You're contrary to nature?
That one.
Feels like more of that.
Fair.
You're better because you understand the meta.
I hate that you know that.
Yeah.
Not surprised, I just hate that you know that.
And your hate fuels my power.
God damn it. Of course it fucking does.
He's kind of great. Like, good replacement for the group.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now he's goddamn talking like some iteration of him hasn't known me for years. The asshole.
Multiverse theory's a bitch.
Multiple's first theory is a bitch, but not as much of a bitch as you.
True. It's gonna be that way. I'm not gonna tell you what's coming. And he disappears.
Look, man, I'm sure the other variant of me is having a great fucking time here. I'm not, okay? Although I will say being a dragon is kind of fucking cool. Good call.
On the wall, in writing in blood, and very nice handwriting that clearly is. It says nice dice roll. Okay.
So, gotta keep the boat from sinking.
That's the theory I'm working under, because I don't think we're anywhere near port.
Do we need to keep the boat from sinking, or do we need to survive? Do you think?
Could be either.
And so you two,
We should double check.
as they're trying to figure this out, are getting a weird coaching because they're like with you. It's like, okay, so you're kind of agile, so you kind of want to move and dodge and just kind of jab the bottle. Have you been to prison? You seem like you're a lizard who's been to prison. It's kind of sticking. Yeah, got the prison cat. No, you still need a prison. It's just kind of stabbing rock. You just want to, and can't help you much with this placer beast. Just assume it's the middle one until you find out otherwise.
Is this a team sport or individually based?
I mean, it helps if you work as a team, but at the end, it's going to be like the however many of you are left standing. It's basically scrubs and non-payers and foragers and counterfeiters and stowaways versus beasts for rich people's amusement. There are some volunteers too, but you know, if you want to immigrate to a rich person's island, you have to pay your dues.
Oh, you've done this before. I guess that makes sense.
And the person trying to coach you is like, so you dodge a sword. Can I cut you out? Boss, I don't know how to coach this one.
It'll be fine.
I guess punch something?
I'll just loop the bats around a bit. I'm okay.
I
I'm gonna go hide by Phil.
so alright, so it'll be an hour.
Don't stab me.
We're gonna do some early entertainment. Good luck, you guys, and hey, we appreciate you. Like, I know this isn't necessarily the ideal work situation, but we appreciate the fact that you were working off your debt on Titanic Entertainment. So hope you enjoy the rest of the cruise if you survive the show.
Question.
Yes.
What's our latitude and longitude?
Oh, I don't know that stuff, but we're taking the northern route. They say the aurora is beautiful this time of year.
Yep. I think I need to. I think I have exactly one more question I want to ask, but I also don't really want
Where's
to
the
answer.
heart of the ocean?
No, I was going to ask if this was the maiden voyage.
That's obvious.
Yeah, he ain't gonna not fully commit.
I understand, but I want to hear it say.
Shall we get to it?
Well, when you say it out loud, the voice activated search engine called Giggle, which I assume infuriates you,
Yeah, a little bit.
says, "Yep, you are on the maiden voyage of the Titanic,
Yep. Okay.
the world's finest new luxury cruise liner."
Now with more lifeboats.
No.
No.
Yeah, that tracks.
So, Brandon, do you know roughly what time the Titanic hit the iceberg at all? I know it was at night, but I don't know when.
Not a clue. Unrelated to that query, could you help me out with this half plate?
I suppose. I assist in removing it.
No. Okay.
I'm going to look it over again for things now that I can actually
I thought you
rummage.
guys were getting naked.
No, that's my job.
Ah,
I was gonna let this
This
go
is a twofold mission.
through. Okay.
I thought he's like, I'm not drowning that easy.
That is part of it.
Wow.
10 with a 4.
So re-roll at 4.
Of course you would.
You know what I'm about.
I mean, at least a minute. And it's
Hey,
an
there you
11
go.
now. It's even at 12 because it's Shane's bullshit.
Okay. So find you find a cruise guide to being the ultimate bartender,
Okay.
and you find a yellow ticket.
Oh, you do have a ticket. That's nice.
With your insight, you are pretty sure, as you have started to figure out the meta, that
It's expired.
you all must have rolled once on that literal exact same column.
Yep.
There were random charts too, so that was crazy. I really hit that.
I got a lot of
It was
ones.
wonderful. Yeah. 3 of the 4 of you hit ones on that one. You can guess which one did.
No, I mean, I got
Yeah.
once.
Beautiful.
There were a lot of 3s too.
Yeah.
You also notice that there is a particular part of your armor that looks like it has a little bit of etched frost in it.
That's weird.
Specifically kind of around where you would usually kind of like affix the front to the back.
Huh.
If you would like to insight that, go for it.
I would. It's a 10 with a 4.
Let's re-roll it.
Of course you would.
Oh, look, it's a fire.
Oh, look, it's an even higher number
Oh,
now.
there you go. You suddenly realize that, oh, wait, I don't have it. That's not. Oh, God, that would be bad.
Huh.
As you imagine
Aw.
yourself cannonballing straight into the ocean, and you have an inkling who might have given you that idea.
Well, that's entertaining.
Huh.
Yeah, that's an image.
What's up?
And then,
I can't feather fall.
Wait, were you able? Why did you think you? Did you think you could?
Apparently.
but you're pretty sure you can chill touch if you really dig down there to that angry magic tingly feeling.
That could be useful, actually.
You
Huh.
hit at 11:40 p.m. and there's a Titanic museum where you can try to avoid the iceberg and VR. Possible,
Yeah.
but difficult. It's like someone else did their research.
That's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's neat.
The arena show starts at 9, so you have time, in theory, to do both.
We can help.
Well, I'm glad that I have the ticket. I'm more glad to be the +1 at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, those tickets do not seem to be available.
No, really don't.
So we need to. We probably need to. Yeah, we need to make sure that Phil and Callahan survive. Otherwise, it's a bad team building exercise.
Yeah.
And we
Good,
need
you're
to
gonna cheat.
divert the ship.
So. I know how to mix all these fancy drinks, which is cool. I'm thumbing through the cruise book. Is it just alcoholic drinks, or is it also alchemical substances?
Yeah, go up for a look on that one.
And might as well try.
Appreciate the creativity.
Yeah,
You tried.
it's a 3.
3.
Okay, so it's just drinks.
Although whiskey is flammable.
Yeah, I don't think that's something that's going to be of terribly much benefit.
Molotovs are amazing.
Yeah, but that would require slightly different ingredients to do properly.
I mean,
Also,
depending how
wouldn't
hands-on you want to
actually be
get.
particularly beneficial
While we're
beyond
on a
hit-
boat.
yeah, beyond hitting the iceberg. They're about equal devastation.
Yeah, that was the
No, it starts a boat on fire. What's the worst that could happen?
green
We don't,
down.
I don't think I'm immune to fire.
Do
We
you
don't burn
have motorboat function, like something that
And
that
you're
we-
probably resistant
I
to
ride
fire, so it burns more slowly.
Are you a class 4 now?
I
get the reference.
Would maybe damage the engine?
We could. I don't know that that helps us,
Yeah. More about avoiding it.
but it does mean we don't hit an iceberg.
Yeah.
Iceberg schmeisberg. Get me out of this.
You're fine. You have a you have a broken bone.
I already gave you everything you need.
I'm actually gonna have a look at the. I believe you described it as a table leg with some fucking nails in it.
Yes.
Is that literally a table leg with nails in it,
Or
or
nailed
Yeah.
it.
It is
not
like,
being a
it's
doom
like
of us all.
one of these with 2 massive nails sticking out of it that you could just brain someone in a bar fight with. Is literally an improvised weapon.
why the fuck do I have this?
One day,
Why
the
the fuck don't
bigger
I have
board with a bigger nail. Till they finally build a board with a nail so
Fine.
big that it'll kill them all.
In case you have to brain something.
Yeah, it's some
Why didn't
Plus-
I get a weapon?
Plus,
You fucking want it? I feel like you could use it better.
Plus it's big
I
enough
think
in the
you
right
did.
situation, you
I
can
think
jam a
it's-
door
I think
shut.
it's the lance.
Yeah, that might be the way to go. Actually, it might be more helpful for me to have it, but you also could use it.
I could cast Sacred Flame, and I'm pretty sure I have a breath weapon. Also, I have claws. I think I'll be okay.
Do my claws
I
do
will
anything?
point out that
Yeah,
every
they're
that
claws.
the first 2 of those 3 things that you mentioned are the exact reason I'm not making Molotov cocktails.
Yes. And I'm going to make it everybody's problem if any motherfucker tries to step up on it. As it is, doesn't look like that's particularly likely to happen.
Yeah, I think.
So I think it's better if you can brain a motherfucker, so
Yeah.
that I don't have to pull out any of the fancy bullshit.
Okay, that's fair. I didn't find anything in the armor, so
Brain, in your head, you hear, great thought. If you want to make sure they come out alive, you can just go. You try to use your yellow ticket. Would you like to respond to that voice and be gone with you, Satan? Or Shane?
Satan, begone!
Whatever, man. Just trying to be helpful. The voice leaves.
Here, door closed.
Okay.
Count how start putting voices in my head telling me I should use the yellow ticket to go help the chuckle fucks.
Got some Shane on the brain.
Yes.
It's unfortunate.
Discount Satan is really not stepping up his game. Of course, he knows we're right fucked at this point, so I'm pretty sure he's just laughing himself sick somewhere.
Or it's just not as amusing. They have to have hope.
So they're going into an arena fight. Should we, like, I don't know, volunteer or something and try to help them with that? Or do you think they can handle it themselves?
It's Callahan and Phil. What do you think?
I feel like Phil can hold his own.
He is made of metal. So what do you want to bet that he picked the world's stupidest weapon to go into the arena with?
I'm gonna be honest, I got no context for that. He might actually
Like a
not
broken
be,
knife.
like, capable of beating a man to death.
Yeah.
So we might be down.
Also, Tribbles, I appreciate that comment.
In Shane and the member. Beautiful.
I'm point.
I mean, I don't really want you to give up the benefits of the watch. I think that might come in handy for getting access to the steering wheel.
Well, yeah, I'm saying, like,
I've already got
actually,
some
it's not a
plans.
bad idea. I might be able to wrangle that into something. But I was talking more about just, like, going down and saying, hey, we want to participate. How might that work?
I
I
have
assume that you don't have to be
a
captured, because otherwise they wouldn't have people.
no, and they did say that there were volunteers, but they also insinuated that in order to move up to rich people standing, you had to go through this, which suggests that you've already done that. So they're gonna look at you weird, especially since this is clearly a penthouse.
Fair.
At least that's my thought.
Possible.
You hear a voice in your head.
Mhm.
Some rich people gotta live a thug life, yo.
What was that?
Some rich people gotta live the thug life, yo.
Brain Shane makes a point. Some rich people just like kicking the shit out of poor people for funsies.
That's literally not what he said, is it?
It's what he meant.
Fair enough.
Point is, people might look at it weird, but it's probably not going to be an issue. At least I think that's his point.
That's fair. That will prove distracting for you if so we're not. Where is the steering area from here?
You see with the captain's helm, which you are closer to there than you've been at any point, because the penthouses just kind of move forward. You get the sense like the further north you go on the boat, just ahead, the closer you get. The arena is kind of in the rich people's areas. You have the penthouses. There's kind of like a premium deck where there's like a pool lounging spot just for the penthouses. And then the next section is kind of like the helm captain's area. There's also a special dining room. Like you might have got to decide weird plans because you were in the general dining room instead.
In fairness, nobody was going to complain if I took a steam train.
Yeah, fair.
I feel like we should probably scope out.
We should do that.
Well ahead of any shenanigans.
Especially since that watch seems to be a get out of jail free card for pretty much all bullshit.
I assume that there is distinctly a maximum limit, but yeah,
Right.
let's fucking milk the shit.
Let's do that.
And I think with them prepped for battle and you guys prepped to sell things, I think it's a good place to hold off and do part 2.
Fair enough.
I always have to remember that one shot we generally did in like 6 hours, which is like a 2-part episode for actual filming.
Yeah.
I got to bring the chaos. Feels good. It's been a while.
Yeah. Like, we could go help them, but I also feel like listening to Brain Chain is the worst idea in the world.
Depends on your point of view.
From my point of view, not the worst idea, as long as he's not being a snarky little shit about it. If he is, that means that real Shane is making a joke, and that's a problem, because I don't know what he actually means.
You also don't know which Shane is telling you these things.
I love how the more of these we do, the more Shanes there are, so the more confusing it gets. Is God damn it, which one should we listen to?
Yeah, because now there's all of the Shanes that are in-game, and also you!
Yeah, there's layers.
I'm never changing the water.
And this is why bad things keep happening in your dice rolls.
I think that's a fair trade.
Actually, I'm just going to change one little thing before calling session.
Hmm.
Just as you make that decision, you hear 3 loud knocks on your door. And we'll leave it there.
Does the door have a peephole?
In Penthouse? Yes, it does.
Good to know for next time.
I accept this premise.
Thanks, Beelzebub. And thanks, Trips, and thank you everyone who showed up. It is, even if it's temporary, it is very, very nice to be back and see y'all and run these chuckleheads through the ringer.
Yeah,
It's true.
And I'm pretty sure that other than those 3 episodes of Willing Ready Run, you are never going to see any version of Over the Edge anywhere else. So, something new.
there's. Yeah, I didn't find a whole lot of it when I was trying to look it up.
Yeah, it just, like, my understanding is, like, the guys who designed Fate decided we're going to do a system that's looser, that has all our random ideas, but we're only writing it when we're drunk. And so, like, I found the original copy of the book that I have, so I can get that to you if you don't have it, but, yeah, I was basically like, I like the dice rules, and the rest of this is bizarre, but not what I put in a game manual?
Yeah, when I was looking through it, I did find a PDF of it. It looks like the first, I don't know, maybe 30 pages are an explanation of the rules and just how to build the character and how to run the game. And then the entire rest of this, like, 250 page book is just the setting.
And fair to say, it's kind of great.
Yeah.
I didn't take the time to read through it,
Yeah.
but the general descriptions that I got made it sound amazing.
Yeah, they were on the island based out that last time, so when they found out that all drugs are the same as long as you have a license, so they could go to tea house and
That's a drug.
Oh god.
you could get caffeine for $1 or meth for $2, or in Brain's case, the most psychoactive blue toad he could lick.
Look, if you're gonna go, you gotta go big.
And then he rolled double 3s and swallowed it in the hospital.
Oh no.
It was the best decision I ever made.
You've never seen a player so happy to have their character die.
Mm-hmm.
But because of how they went out, it was just worth it.
It was so
Yeah.
good.
Are the fake Canadians wearing red? Yeah. Oh, I'm in a video game where red's the bad guys. Well, that's unfortunate for them.
Yeah, I was so out of it. I was hallucinating that I was live playing Destiny 2.
Oh no.
And he went on a murder spree. And
I went on a
Be
goddamn
fine.
tear.
That is not a game where you ever stop moving or killing. That's real bad.
And I did not do either of those things.
he was dodging enough that the Assassin's Guilds there, your rating is by, like, cards. Like, a 2 is ridiculously low. You have to kill someone in a stupid way just to get in.
Mm.
Then a 5's okay, 6 is good, 8 is good. At the end, it was like, Ace of Spades, take the shot. He dodged so many people that they called it an ace to headshot.
I was a problem.
Good lord.
Yeah.
Would do again.
Sounds
Look, I cleared the way for everyone else.
Oh, right. I got licenses for murder there.
Yeah. Look, we need to kill people. All right, that's
Yeah, exactly.
$5,000.
Yeah, what's that
Yeah,
cost? $1,000? I was just like,
Here you go.
I'll take 2.
Yeah.
In fairness,
You
I
never know
did
what you're
so
gonna do.
much
Yeah.
damage to that other team and the FedEx store
They had no chance.
and
Yeah.
the people on the way from the FedEx store to point B. and then the people on the way from point B to the beach at point C.
You killed 2 assassins who weren't even looking at you, but were looking at other characters. And his chaos was, he was rolling so out his ass in chaos that he just went right through the assassins.
I
No,
didn't roll
yeah.
below a 10 for a while.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Reroll those 2 5s, 2 4s. Oh shit then.
Beautiful.
Oh, he dies and Falk doesn't get shot. What?
It's good system.
I will say, I think the re-rolling one die as opposed to do 2 is actually a nice change, because it means that you in particular have to be kind of tactical about that, which is nice.
Well, and I think it's a better balance, because like if I have you re-roll, you know, 1 die, sometimes like it happened here, you know, that 4 for something good happens and a fail became a 6 and you just passed.
Yeah.
And I think with 1 die, that's a nicer balance.
Yeah.
So I kind of like that. I think that's what I'm sticking with from now on.
I think it's good. So yeah, this, I mean, I'm having a great time.
Yeah, I love that meta moment. Look, I'm sure there's a Nate somewhere who's having a great fucking time, but right now...
This motherfucker.
Just go to the layers. It's not.
I mostly just want to see you two get out of the mess you made for yourselves.
I didn't make a mess. I was dropped in it.
And I thought there was a great chance, but I just saw the fact it was 3 hours in and no one thought to ask, what boat are we on?
I
So
win.
literally on my sheet, it says, like, that question. It's like, and even in parentheses, I'm like, they're not going to ask the name of the boat. But I know if I was warped to a cruise ship, I'd really want to know the name of the boat, because I know my life.
I maintain you overthought the answer to the question, what's the most obvious question?
It is, yes, that. It is far from the most
Well, you could
obvious
argue,
question.
you could argue that the question you said is meta, so you'd have to be in a meta state to go with it.
No, because the text message literally told me there was a cooperative task. So no, it wasn't.
I'm sorry, are you the chaos god of this world?
Yes.
No.
I mean, technically in media res, there is in fact a Braden who is the chaos god of this world.
Nice.
He is in fact, there is one that is in fact running a chaos god shade of another world. Multiverse fucking sucks.
I don't know, that portion of it seems pretty great.
It's Shane's all the way down.
Oh, wow.
Survival technically is rough.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
That is the theory we are operating under, because I'm pretty sure, even with a master captain, we do not have a prayer of skipping that iceberg.
We could.
I mean,
Plus, he's a class for a yacht.
Oh, wow. I
and
didn't
it
know
depends
that.
on when you start fucking turning.
Well,
I'm not
Yeah, we can
fundamentally
start
opposed to
now.
murdering the captain.
Has anyone seen the Classic Concordia? You're a historian.
Sounds familiar.
It's just it wasn't the basis for this, but now that I think about it, it's stuck in my head.
Oh wait, is that the one that like tipped over on its side?
The cruise ship captain who was a complete idiot who they can't figure out how he became a cruise ship captain and just yeah. And you watch it be a historian, so that's the best way to see any past thing because it's funny.
You will have to send a link because that sounds entertaining.
I can do that.
So
I think that is actually the video where I learned about that from. Because I watch him too.
He is outside. Yeah, that's where I learned about the whole thing from. I actually found a reaction video to that first, and then went to see the original. Because support the original creators.
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
mhm.
So, oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well, no, Phil has to drive, so glad you guys are having fun. It is a blast to have a few days off where I can actually do this again. So,
That's pretty great.
It's
when
good to have you around.
I stop dying and the world stops dying and all that personal life stuff gets fixed, hopefully I can use a few of my vacation days to do this more often next year.
That'd be cool.
And we will get some of those off-camera projects going, so I at least show up on the YouTubes.
yes.
Hey, no problem, Dribbles. I absolutely love 2 hours and 40 minutes. We can make it go faster, buddy. We can do this.
All you have to do is instead of trying to steer away at all, you steer in. You break spine of ships, see.
Although I did like the love
then
the
you
technical,
pre-gamed
I
this
did
thing
I did
with
love
fire.
the technical trivia that the movie Titanic was like, I think it was slightly longer than it took the actual ship to sink.
Yeah.
Distracts.
I love the fact that the chef was so drunk.
I am planning on a trip, so a lot can happen in a week, especially with stuff I've gone on recently. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not allowed to have like my healing breakdown till next week because I have stuff to do Saturday and Sunday, and that's not the kind of thing you start on Friday.
Yeah,
Uh,
we live in a society.
the chef for the Titanic was so drunk that he bobbed in the water for like 2 hours before they finally found him and picked him out.
That's a hell of a hypothermic ability.
Or something like that.
It's like an ice.
He was in the water for a fucking long time, but
I
he
mean,
was.
being drunk would not have helped. That being drunk would have killed him faster.
But then
So-
you get those weird people like the what's it, Wim Hof and the Iceman, whatever. Just some people are just built different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the weird thing I've discovered from having a consistent doctor, my resting body temperature has gone down 1.5 degrees since I was younger.
Oh.
Yeah, because I was always 98.6, and now I'm 97.1. And like that's, huh? Mm. Tribbles is excited about seeing Randy come back in game.
I think we all are. We need the help.
Oh, I'm a killer cleric. I can provide that.
That's good because
Wait,
Need
need.
in our Saturday game.
I think that needs to be specified with you saying those two words together.
I'm a killer cleric.
Yes.
Don't worry about
Have you ever played a cleric and tried to do literally anything other than go full heal? You can turn them into murder machines.
Oh, I know they can be.
Yeah, I took
he
it.
didn't hold back.
Yeah, I took inspiration from Falk.
it. Yeah, cleric has been his bread and butter for 20 years. So
And then PJ had a few, his versions of how we do 5e.
Yeah.
That's one thing like about 5e, we all have our version.
Mm.
And I was like, I'm gonna take advantage of this. And I'm gonna kill everything.
Mm.
Something's coming out after you. Oh, that's wonderful. I already have Spirit Guardians up. Let's just make those big glowing celestial fuck you guards. How do we kill them? They go away when they do 120 combined damage on you. What?
Yay.
That's it. That's how they go away.
yep.
Have fun.
Beelzebub has
That is-
clarified that the ship
What
has such a high.
is antifreeze.
Yeah. It,
That is
that much
wonderful.
boost. That's too much boost.
I think I did.
Well,
I did not get to watch it yet.
Here's another free Shane fact. Like they have scientifically proven that Ozzy Osbourne can take 3 times the heroin that'll overdose any regular person his size.
Yeah.
This could just handle 300% heroin. And I'm dead convinced my family's the same way with booze. Because I've looked at the numbers I put down in the past, like, yeah, I don't care how you do the math. 10 Long Island iced teas, 16 whiskey and cokes, and splitting 15 pitchers, and then I walked home and was functional. That's not
normal.
normal. I didn't even black out.
No.
Like some people just at certain things, their body just processes certain chemicals differently. That chef was a crazy one.
Yeah.
So my brother and I, I can't remember who it was. It was a terrible wide receiver for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Like one of those guys who's supposed to be a big deal, but he caught like 30 passes, so it's just a bust.
No.
And then that it's a make or break season, he got pulled over, and it was .34 is what he blew. And we're like,
Oh my god.
is he supposed to be like in a coma dying? And he was driving at that. He's like, yeah, I mean, gotta hand it to him. That's holy fuck, that he can't catch, but he can drink.
That's why he can't catch.
I mean,
Catch everything. Only thing he can catch is alcohol. Jesus.
but yeah, so they had me for at least 2 Thursdays, possibly 4, depending how it works out.
Yeah.
And I assume we're just doing holidays on holidays like Thanksgiving, because
Yeah.
that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, as things change, I do have a job that gives a lot of time off. So as things shift and as teams fill out and as promotions go out, I will have a lot of flexibility in the future. It just kind of depends.
Just gotta
Yep.
push through till that actually shows up.
And plus, we have a bunch of stuff in plans for YouTube, so I will start showing up on the YouTubes again very soon. So
Ooh,
that's at least
good.
something.
Actually, I have a video I want you to make.
Nigel?
Probably in the Saturday
I'll have to
groups.
double, yeah, I'll have to double look to check
It's in the. I think it's in the tabletop.
It might be in the tabletop RPG as well.
Yeah.
Awesome. And yeah, I usually get my computer updated because I am using not necessarily 100% subscription compliant copy of Windows that gives a nice annoying message at the bottom letting everyone know if I screen record. So I gotta get that fixed before I start sending videos your way.
Got it.
Which that is are you doing anything tomorrow night?
Probably not.
Okay, that's probably a tomorrow night or a Monday fix, but
Yeah, I already have a plan for how to deal with
Yeah.
it. Just make sure you have all your stuff backed up.
yeah, that's the big one because I was doing it last night and when I went to sleep, the cord connecting the hard drive disconnected. And it doesn't just resume after you plug it back in.
It will not.
It throws a effing hissy fit and is very unhappy with you.
Yep.
My bad. I was tired. It was freaking like. Well, we're gonna say goodnight so we can send Phil home. So it was
Yep,
lovely
okay.
seeing all of you. So, Wes, Tribbles, Deathside, Dart, Beelzebuddy, all of you.